You're watching ICTV's coverage of the 2019 AFL Central Australia Bush Grand Final Day. One grand final down, an absolute thrill it was. Wallara getting up over Mount Allen by one solitary point. Coming up very, very soon, MacDonnell Districts versus Ltyentye in the Country League Grand Final. Met twice earlier this year. Round one, MacDonnell Districts, big winners over Ltyentye, 22-14 to 7-2. The margin there, 102 points. I think we take more notice of what happened in round 9, though. MacDonnell District 16-4, 100. Ltyentye 12-6, 78. 22 points, the difference in that one. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Sean Cusack. Sean, first chance for us this year in the commentary to have a look at MacDonnell Districts, but we've seen Ltyentye's march through the final series.
Yeah, that's it. Quality side, though, MacDonnell Districts. They've got some really good players in that particular side, and they've been strong over the last couple of years, playing in the last few grand finals. There's quality of players in there, and look, yeah, you're right, Stan. We have been lucky to see the Gingies play in the last couple of games. So, look, really interesting contest. The MacDonnell District side went straight into the grand final, and that probably tells you a bit about their side. And the Gingies did it the hard way, but they did it in style with a kick after the siren to get them through to the big one today.
Yeah, look, maybe a few concerns for them. We noticed at the end of that game, their star, one of their all-time greats, a Minahan medalist, Darren Young, was pretty proppy on one leg by the end of the game with a hamstring strain. Dallas Scobie popped his shoulder out in that game as well. We know he did front up again and play yesterday for Pioneer. Maybe the other concern is there was a few other blokes that played in that game yesterday. Dylan Ellis, Jackson Kopp are a couple that spring to mind.
Yeah, and it is a bit of a worry because we seen Daniel Stafford out here earlier on, and he looked he looked lethargic and sort of tired from yesterday's match. So it'd be interesting to see you're right, what effect it has on those other players who are playing in this game today.
So it seems like it's all stacked against the Gingies. It's the coaching panel of Philip Ellis and Daniel Palmer.
Looks like the
produced
sides
a couple
are
of
coming out.
miracles.
They're getting ready.
Crowds starting to cheer in their lines. I reckon that might indicate that the door's been opened at least.
The colours are pretty similar too.
Just saw the famous Gingy dancer, Big Matthew Ellis, walking through the middle of the crowd. Quite often in years gone by, you jump the fence down in the forward pocket and run out onto the ground and give us a quick jig. Jump back over the fence.
Green and gold.
It could be green and gold versus green and gold.
Green and gold. Yeah, it's just the darker green.
Interesting for the Cobras. They both like to go under the name of the Eagles too. Santa Teresa have played as the Saints in the red, black and white.
Yep.
In years gone by, particularly when they're up against the town clubs. We had Eagles everywhere too when you include Pioneer. Here come Ltyentye now being led out by their captain, Timmy Pepperell. Cheers from their supporters, cheers from the MacDonnell District supporters. They go through the banner and the Gingies are out on the ground.
And big youngies out there. One of the blokes we were a bit worried about.
That's fantastic. This is unique. I haven't seen teams run out onto the ground through something like this anywhere else in Australia. Tiwi Islands, a lot of the community actually run out with the team. But this is the only place I've seen these lineups. And now half of the Ltyentye line has come over to join the Papunya line.
It's got to be family.
Family connections right throughout Central Australia's remote communities. Isn't that fantastic?
Unique, isn't it?
It's made their line a little bit longer.
Has the Gingies got new Guernseys? Or are they the ones they wore last week?
There has been only a few number changes, so I'm suspecting they do look like they've got a bit of a different design going on there, an Indigenous design.
Yep.
Might be special for the occasion. We're still waiting for MacDonnell Districts to get out onto the ground, and their supporters are anxiously awaiting them too as Ltyentye go through the warm-ups out there. Maybe a look at some key players. Look, we mentioned Darren Young. He's been great up forward. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just watch MacDonnell Districts come out here.
Yep.
We can hear the cheers from their supporters, so I reckon the door's open. First players will make their way out onto the ground shortly. Here they come. Being led out by the great Franklin Anderson. What a player he's been for MacDonnell Districts over the years. Big tall one in amongst them there, big Tanula Smith.
Feel the atmosphere there.
Gee, that would give you a buzz being a player running out through that. So both teams out on the ground, as are thousands of kids.
It is just to see people out there.
They all disperse now. They'll head back over the fence and, gee, cracking crowd here at Traeger Park today. This is what most of them have come to see. The Country League Grand Final, MacDonnell Districts versus Ginger Porter, and they're both out there in the green and gold.
Yeah, just a little bit of difference in them.
Some of those key players there. I hope we'll get back in on Darren Young up forward, obviously a target for Santa Teresa, as will be David Wongway, and they've thrown Quinton Ross into that mix as tall marking forwards. Timmy Pepperell's held together the defence, and Simon Bloomfield, I think, has been a key for them in the middle of the ground.
Yeah, he was targeted a bit too last week, Bloomfield, but he stood up and he copped a good bump earlier on in the game last week, but rebounded and did really well.
And for MacDonnell Districts, well, Waylon Manson, one to watch. He's probably the bloke they're going to look to kick the goals or go into the ruck if they need him in there. He won the medal in the competition this year. Yep. He's a key player. Marcus McDonald's another one that will always put his hand up with a great game from MacDonnell Districts. Yeah,
that's it. Waylon, he's probably saved himself too for this one. Hasn't played in the town competition for some weeks now, and he's obviously saved himself for the big one.
I think that's noticeable when we look down both team lists. There's not too many players in that MacDonnell Districts list that have played town footy. There's a fair few on the Ginger Porter list. Braden Wiley, obviously, for MacDonnell Districts playing for Feds, but not too many others besides that.
Yeah, I guess they've been lucky, but I guess, with Baden Nowgan, playing, he has had the week off. Rovers went straight through. For Federals, Braden Wiley and Manson and these sort of players, the Federals have been knocked out of the town competition as well. So they've over at MacDonnell Districts, they've got a lot of fresh players today, whereas the Gingers, they've had a few players to play yesterday. So look, it's going to be pretty tough for the Gingers today, but who knows?
We'll have to have a close look at this MacDonnell Districts team when they do get going, because you mentioned Baden Nowgan. Just looking down the team list that we've got, and nothing there. We're going to take a short break. I don't think we're too far away from a start. Stay with us on ICTV.
Many remote communities are running low on water.
Water is precious in our community. What can I do to protect the water? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm hunting.
What for?
For big orally. It's just like hunting for a bush tucker. Saving this water, it's more precious than bush tucker. See the track and listen, you can hear the sound. Go and hunt for a leak and save the precious water in your community. We finally get you to the leak. Either we can turn it off or go and find the right person if it's bad.
I love going hunting for bush tucker. Maybe I can hunt for lynx too.
And you can do it too and save the precious water for your community.
Kids need help to stop trachoma. The eye disease can cause pain, sickness and even blindness. It's spread by mucky eyes and snot on the face. Luckily, it's easy to stop. By helping kids to blow their nose, wash their hands and clean their face, you'll be helping to stop eye disease spreading and keep their eyes healthy and strong. And by teaching kids to get rid of mucky eyes and snotty noses, you'll be playing your part to stop trachoma. Remember,
trachoma is everybody's business.
Clean faces, strong eyes.
The telecast of the following game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
Bachelor Institute offers training and education in community or on campus in Alice Springs and Bachelor. Courses include media, construction, health and many others. To find out more about what we can offer you, free call 1800 677 095.
The telecast of the following game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
This is ICTV's coverage of the 2019 AFL Central Australia season. We're closing in on start time for the Country League Grand Final between MacDonnell Districts and Ginger Porter. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Sean Cusack. One last chance for the two teams to get together. They're all huddled up, both sides, and what would be being said out there, do you think?
Yeah, look, I think this is their moment, you know, and this is the last game of the year, so that'd be psyching themselves to play a big game today, and just remembering what the things that they've done during the year to actually get them here. Structures, game plans, team tactics, all of those sort of things, matchups, and just committing as an overall team to get the job done today.
Look, I'm not as familiar with the umpiring fraternity as what I once was, but I can see Andy Hood out there will be one of the field umpires, and they've brought out the big guns in the goals. The gorgeous octopus, Barry Georgopoulos.
And Terry Bell.
Terry Bell making about his 5,654th appearance officiating in an AFL Central Australia game. Two great stalwarts for the umpires. Phil Nipris, he's out there. Looks like he might be joining in with Andy Hood as one of the three field umpires. So there's another one with a ton of experience.
Yeah, and Matt Scoss is the other one.
Oh, yep. Well, he's been around for a while too in local umpiring traps.
Yep.
The leadership from each team heading towards the centre. Timmy Pepperell and Gordon Mullendad, the short and the tall there for Ginger Porter, and Braden Wiley and Franklin Anderson heading over for MacDonnell Districts. So I'm assuming that's either co-captains or captain and vice-captain.
Yep.
Franklin Anderson must be nearing the end of an illustrious career. He's been a good player for a long time.
Yeah, yep. I played with him at the Western Arundel Bulldogs a few years back now. There's a lot of family connections between Western Arundel and the MacDonnell Districts.
And Phil Nipris had the honour of tossing the coin in the air, and Gordon Mullendad points towards the basketball stadium end of the ground, so I think Ginger Porter might have won the toss. And MacDonnell Districts will be kicking towards the gap end of the ground. I wouldn't think any wind factor to favour one end or the other, maybe just a slight breeze out there at the moment. Perfect conditions at the centre of Australian football, Traeger Park today.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful day, and teams just going through their final get-togethers. And the Gingers are broken, and looks like they're ready to go.
Great crowd in attendance too. It's been packed all day. We've had 6 different communities representing here today. Scores earlier on, Yunamu took out the under-18 premiership, defeating Plenty Highway in the grand final, 17-7, 109 to 4-6-30. That one was a bit one-sided, but the next one, an absolute thriller. The Community Cup grand final between the two new clubs in the competition. Walaura won at 10-9-69, Mount Allen 9-14-68. 1 point the difference at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got, in the communities, it's good they've got the extra couple of players on the interchange. It's good for the communities. I mean, they've got an extra 2 or 3 players. So
did Santa Teresa have an extra 2 or 3? Did you notice? Because they certainly did. I don't know if they gave us a team sheet with that many on it.
Yeah, they had a few on the interchange coming up.
Donovan Mullendad to do the ruck work against Tyron Hayes. Donovan Mullendad, as we've seen throughout the course of the finals, he does things a little bit different in the ruck. He's giving away plenty of inches to most opponents, but he likes to come in from a different angle.
Yeah, I like to call it. He's just playing to his strengths. He knows his ability, and you know, why would you go directly against a springy ruckman? You know, he knows he knows where he's at with his footy.
Grand final about to get underway. Mullendad versus Tyrone in the ruck. Tyrone Hayes. Ball tapped out towards the wing on the grandstand side of the ground. Getting there first is Errol Malta for MacDonnell Districts. His high kick will go towards centre half forward. Maxwell Maneri came in from behind. Taking the footy, Christoph Nelson couldn't get out of the tackle. The umpires penalised him. And the free kick will go to Santa Teresa, taken by Scott Young at centre half back. He passes out wide to Bradley Smith on the back flank. Smith marked, played on, had a bounce, got his kick forward, knocked over after he got beat the ball. Free kick paid upfield to be taken by Kane Lynch. One of the talented youngsters in this Ginger Porter side. Lynch's kick is high and inside 50. And underneath it, nice mark. Tristan Leo, his first appearance so far in the finals.
Yeah, looked comfortable too, taking that mark. Nice leap, good jump. But it all started from Bradley Smith from half back, and he got a free kick, and now it's down in the forward line. And the big man gets an opportunity to have a shot at goal.
Didn't play in the first two finals, Tristan Leo. So they've added another tall marking option in that forward line. They've got a few. Kick at goal. It's just fading away. It drifts very late. David Wongway's taken the mark in the forward pocket. No, out of bounds on the full. Free kick to MacDonnell Districts.
Yeah, MacDonnell Districts go wide. Yeah, Baden Nalgan's got it. Nalgan now kicks to the wing. He's looking for a teammate up there. Good play by the Gingies there. Scobie. But now it's MacDonnell Districts who've got the footy. Well done. They get it to their half forward line. Good tackle there. Oh, no, he's been played high, and that'll go to Minor. Lionel Minor goes long. He's looking for Whalen. Whalen at the back. Good play. Bradley Smith started off really well. Gets the ball out to his teammate there. They're moving the ball really well. I think this is Bloomfield. Could be right. Yeah, Bloomfield gets the footy, kicks it to Wongway.
A good kick, Bloomfield.
Wongway now will take a shot from 50 metres out on a slight angle.
His foot passing has been at that level
He's
all
the
final
one.
series.
He's the one. If there's any CAFL clubs looking, I'd be going hard to sign Bloomfield.
David Wongway, a great kick of the footy. This will test him. He's right on 50. Well, he headed out towards the right, and the kick went out towards the right. Big Tunula Smith got a fist on it there for MacDonnell Districts. He's a man mountain back there in defence. Yeah. The kick comes out towards half back, but it's marked by Dallas Scobie on the chest.
Scobie.
He can send Ginger Porter deep inside the attacking 50. He's looking for Darren Young on the lead. Plenty of attention given to him. Crumb spill Gingy's way. Wongway goes for goal and puts it through. Ginger Porter have got the first.
Yeah, good effort there by Wongway. Still had to beat an opponent and in there and got it on the boot. Good start by the Gingies. So Bradley Smith started really well off that half back line. Has kept it out of there, and the Gingies are off to a start. Fantastic.
The beauty of David Wongway too, he's a great marking target to go for because he is terrific overhead, but when it hits the deck, he's as agile as any of the small men.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And he's got freaky skills, can kick goals from anywhere. So Ginger Porter get the first, one straight goal, 6 MacDonnell Districts yet to score on the Power and Water scoreboard.
Ruckman go at it again. Mullendad wins it. Scobie started well. He goes out wide looking for his teammate. Good spoil there by Raggett. Ball goes to ground. I think that's Leo. Leo gives it to that player. I can't pick up the number at the moment, but it was a really good pass by Leo. The Gingies player now will line up in front of the scoreboard. Has a shot on goal.
Might be Quinton Ross.
The umpire has not moved, and I think it is Ross. Quinton Ross. Big game last week. Started off really well today.
So two tall marking targets have kicked goals. Tristan Leo also had a shot at goal. And a lot of attention being played to Darren Young. It might have opened up these other fellas.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, that's it, Stan. Wongway and Young have been the main forward targets. Then Quinton Ross stood up last week. They moved him from, I think it was half back, a couple of weeks ago, and now he's up forward and kicking goals.
Ball back in the middle. Great start by Ginger Porter. Here comes Donovan Mullendate out of the centre. Nice handball too. The kick will go deep inside the attacking 50. It bounces at the top of the goal square. Tanula Smith there tries to fend off one tackle. Caught in the second tackle. Maybe lucky to get away with that. And now MacDonnell Districts can clear. They come out to the grandstand side half-back flank. A little bit of a fumble there by Clifford Pope, but then the recovery. And he gets it out to the half-back flank. Now they can go further forward. Tyrone Hayes, the ruckman. In fact, it wasn't Tyrone Hayes, it was Vincent McDonald, got it to half forward. Now Baden Nowcombe with the footy. He goes looking for Waylon Manson. Pepperell in from behind. Put good pressure on. Ball toe poked out towards the boundary line. Max Womaneri trying to get it over the line for the Ginger Porter defence. They've managed to just keep it in, only a couple of inches away from the line. Eventually, it does go over. We get a boundary throw in.
What a start. An awesome game of footy. Gingies. I think it'll be Pepperell and Manson go up for it. Ball goes down the ground. Both teams fighting hard for it. Now the Gingies at the back of the pack. Oh, Scobie, beautiful handball to his teammate. They go to half forward. That's Ross again. Ross now, he's got some players there running for him. He'll go over the top. Leo takes a good mark. He started really, really well today.
Where were they hiding him in the first two finals games?
He's looks like he's going to back himself in too.
Take a mighty kick.
Ross gives him a lead. Leo's catching his breath. He's taking all the time he needs. Goes back. Nice kick off the boot. Just offline.
Distance was good.
Really good effort.
First minor score for Ginger Porter. They've done all the scoring. 2-1-13 MacDonnell Districts. No score yet on the Power and Water scoreboard. Tanula Smith with the short kick into the scoreboard side back pocket. The next kick out to centre half back. A one-on-one marking contest, and Kane Lynch just disposed of his opponent. Took the mark, kicks inside 50, looking for Wongway, who stretched tall to take the mark in the hands. You go back and line up from just inside 50.
Yeah, how good was Kane Lynch's bodywork there?
Only a little fella.
Yeah, just kept his ground and took a strong mark.
Well, Wongway's already out of practice from here.
Now Wongway.
He's kicked one. It wasn't the shot that he had from the same spot. But
he's normally got a beautiful
He's
kick.
had a sighter now. Looking for his second goal. From 49 metres out, it wobbles, but it wobbles pretty straight over the goal umpire's head. David Wongway's kicked two, and Ginger Porter have got three. They're off to a flyer in the grand final.
Yeah, 3 goals. Look, they're off to a big start, and I don't think MacDonnell Districts would have thought that this would be the case. Good start by the Gingies.
And I think they probably the game needed them to have a good start, I think. They've come here the long road. They've done the hard yards. They had some blokes play footy yesterday as well in a tough prelim final.
Yep.
I think they're the team that maybe needs to get out in front early.
Yeah. And I think they're trying to work over Scobie there.
Marcus McDonald.
Yeah. Marcus McDonald would be well aware of Scobie's injuries. Ball goes up in the middle of the ground. Oh, Mullend's won another one, but he goes to ground. Good play there by Donovan. Nope. Ball out in front here. That's Bloomfield. Bloomfield's got a little bit of time. Ball goes forward. MacDonnell Districts players are in there. Good contest in there. All players fighting hard for it. Now the Gingies get it. Scobie kicks it up to his half forward, and Leo goes back to Scobie. Good play by MacDonnell Districts. Ball being cleared, but it goes back to that player in Jackson Copp.
Copp, short pass to Bradley Smith, who ran forward from half back to take the mark on the centre circle. Wongway offers a lead. See, the kick's got to be good. Oh, Wongway tricked his opponent to running in underneath the footy, I think. Took the mark, and now he's away. He's had a bounce 40 metres out. Some late pressure affects the kick. And it's offline and through for one behind. He looks very dangerous. He's on today, David Wongway.
Yeah, and I think Pierce just took his eye off the footy, and and Wongway sort of had him. Big kick out there,
wasn't it?
By the MacDonnell Districts player.
Oh,
but
well.
Wongway takes a really good mark. Long way, he's going to look for Young. Oh, he goes, plays on. Short pass, looking for Young. Oh, well done by the big man in Smith.
Tanula Smith kicks out to centre half back, finds Marcus MacDonnell. The captain of the side. Normally a lovely left-footed kick, and it's no exception. Put it nicely out in front of Lionel Minor. Minor goes to ground, but the umpire said he was tripped. Free kick on the half-forward flank for MacDonnell Districts. Minor's kick goes deep inside 50. Pepperell versus Manson. Pepperell got the fist on the footy. We've seen it over the boundary line for a boundary throw, and Manson bowls him over. Pepperell's going to get a free kick.
I was just going to say, Pepperell's effort there to spoil was...
Dangerous kick. Oh, mark taken by Scott Young. Gee, he made Pepperell look good there.
Fantastic by Pepperell.
Now they've cleared it out to Dallas Williams on the back flank.
Yeah, Williams now drives the footy. Oh, Lynch again. Lynch just reads the ball beautifully. Oh, he plays on here. Goes to Scobie. Scobie has been on fire. Goes towards... He's looking for a target. Goes long for Quentin Ross. Ross! Good mark.
Made it.
5 metres out in front of goals. Out of the goal square, sorry.
Gee, and that focus again on Darren Young. Young was the one doing all the leading. He offered about 3 or 4 options in, and Quentin Ross just snuck in behind.
Yeah. Gee.
He's got another one. He's got his second. Wongway's got 2 as well, and Ginger Porter have got 4. They have started the grand final on fire. 4-2-26. MacDonnell Districts yet to score.
Yeah, and it's experience. Big Young, he's a big presence, and they got to pick him up, and it just frees up Quentin Ross. I think Quentin Ross's marking ability is a bit underestimated too. He's got a very good grab on him.
I can recall, going back maybe half a dozen years, a Lightning Carnival here. I commentated a game and he kicked 8 goals in a Lightning Carnival game.
Yeah.
That's only 2 12.5-minute quarters.
You don't have much time to do that. Yeah.
Took a couple of big grabs that day.
Yeah.
Ball up back in the middle. Donovan Mullendad, and he's having some influence in the ruck too. Maybe the better of that. Baden Nowkin slips out a little handball to Marcus MacDonnell. Marcus MacDonnell further afield by hand. They tried to hand it over to Baden Nowkin. Nowkin good, gives it back to Marcus MacDonnell. Those two waxing. MacDonnell's long kick looking for Manson again. This time the ball spills to the bottom of the pack. Attempted snap forward, or punched away in the end. Good defensive play there by Maxwell Maneri for Ginger Porter, and then he gets it onto the left boot and sends it out to the half-back flank, and they got the run of it here. Jacob Johnson's away, tucks it under his arm, backs himself. Little handball off to Quentin Ross. Ross with the outside of the right boot, sends it out wide in the Kane Lynch direction. Bad bounce for him. Vincent MacDonnell comes in for MacDonnell Districts, can't take it. Lynch still with his nose over the footy, close to the boundary line, and eventually Sam Pearce will get it away from MacDonnell Districts, straight down the throat of Dallas Scobie. Scobie plays on around the man on the mark. He's within 30 metres of goal, can't straighten up. Terrific chase by the big man. Kenny MacDonnell it was holding the ball.
Yeah, Scobie had a few options there too. If you looked inboard, he would have been right. Good play there by MacDonnell Districts. Good grab by that player. Can't pick him up at the moment, but it's Paulson. Yeah, Paulson goes towards the middle of the ground. Now they get it out wide to their half-forward line. Good play by Minor. Kicks it up to his forwards. Well done. Franklin Anderson takes a mark.
I reckon that's been their best passage of play so far, MacDonnell Districts.
Yeah, nice clean ball movement. Good play by that player in Nelson as well, through the middle of the ground.
Short pass on.
Nowgan.
Anderson and Nowkin, the two experienced players combining.
Yeah, why wouldn't you go to Baden Nowgan?
The beautiful kick of the footy is the nail gun.
Yeah, that's where he gets his nickname.
Well, they need him to nail one right now. They're under the pump here, MacDonnell Districts.
And hasn't Baden got a resume and a half as well? NT Thunder, Nightcliff football player.
Red Tails.
Rovers, Red Tails.
Oh, this kick. Swinging late and swings through. And he salutes the crowd. MacDonnell Districts have got their first on the board. The nail gun gets it.
Yeah, great kick and smart play by Anderson. I think Anderson realised he probably was a bit too far out for himself. Seen a better option in the nail gun and straight through the middle.
Little lift in the last few minutes, starting in the centre of the ground with Nalkin and Marcus MacDonnell, a couple of key players there. Another experienced one now, Franklin Anderson.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those games, you know. They do have some special players out there, MacDonnell Districts, and they're struggling a bit early, but that could be the goal that gets them going.
Margin back to 20 points on the Power and Water scoreboard.
We're just waiting for the ball up. Yeah, ball up in the middle of the ground. 2 ruckmen at it. Oh, well done by Scobie. Scobie started the game really well. Just, there's nothing in it, but just mistimed the actual jump. The player's coming from the ground now.
And we've had a jumper change there. That's Kyle Ryder with the 23 on. Dylan Ellis was listed. I haven't seen Dylan Ellis.
No, I don't think Dylan Ellis is out there.
It's a big loss for the side. Kenny MacDonald with the footy for MacDonnell Districts. He comes out wide, taking the mark in the fingertips. Vincent MacDonald. He'll pass back inboard.
And Dylan did play CAFL footy yesterday for South.
Oh, MacDonnell Districts player fell over just as the ball was arriving. Braden Wiley with some body work there on Bradley Smith. Sees the ball over the line. It was Lionel Minor that went to ground. We'll have a boundary throw in centre wing grandstand side. Actually can't imagine a Ginger Porter grand final team without Dylan Ellis in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball up. Mullenhead wins another one. Gets the kick. He's got some plays there. Good play by the MacDonnell Districts players in there. They're fighting hard for it. Now the Gingies are away. Oh, Braden Wiley gets in there. Ball still on the ground. It's not coming out. Good decision by the umpire.
A little bit of wrestling there. Sauce, son of Scott. Braden Wiley.
Oh, no. Bloomfield's been sent from the ground.
Oh, no. That's a massive loss. It's a massive loss for Ginger Porter, and that opens the door for MacDonnell Districts. They needed something to go their way, and now 50 metres.
It'd be interesting what actually happened.
Braden Wiley initially involved in a wrestle with Jacob Johnson.
Yeah.
Wiley goes long towards the goal square. Can they capitalise? Pepperell again with a big fist. Manson gets it dumped to the ground. Ball socket off. Whistle's gone.
Jamal Lynch.
They're going to bring this right back to the goal line.
Yes. Stan.
Picked up a free kick for that, has he?
He's got a free. Yeah, it's holding the ball.
Jeez, what a lot of opportunity there for Manson. Great tackle though.
Yeah. Ball goes out wide to his uncle. Kicks to his uncle, Charlie Lynch. Kicks in ball to Bradley Smith. Oh, dangerous. Well done by Bradley Smith though to recover. Now that MacDonnell Districts have got it at the back, and that's Minor. Kicks to his teammate now, top of the square. Good play there by Pepperell. Oh, Mr. Reliable. Gets it out wide. There's a one-on-one now. There's two on one. Great play by the Gingies. They're away here. Donovan Mullenhead.
Little speedster, the general manager. He'll kick it out wide, gets it to Wesley Oliver. He's marked 51 out from goal. Oliver plays on, goes straight towards the big sticks with a torpedo, but Tanula Smith gets back and takes the mark on the last line.
Did he ever crack them, Stan?
He's hit the torpedo and it's gone about 40. MacDonnell Districts able to clear out to half back. Some run on that gap roadside wing for them now. They'll stick to that outer side of the ground. Good foot passing, gets the footy up to half forward. Now the kick inside 50. That was a lovely pass too, and Imran Minor has taken the mark. Well, that was good movement of the footy.
Both ways, wasn't it? Went up one way and then came back.
Well, we're just watching a little torpedo sail in towards goal. And Tanula Smith marked it in the blink of an eye. Shot at goal at the other end of the ground for Imran Minor. And they need a major out of him.
Here he comes.
45 metres out. Right to the goal line. He's been tunnelled, Timmy Pepperell. The umpire's got to let that one stand. Goal.
Oh, no. There's been a...
well, how could you let... The yellow cards come out. How could you let the goal stand? Why isn't it a free kick? Not quite understanding.
That's a big loss for MacDonnell Districts.
I think he's cancelled the goal here.
Yeah. Well, he has to. Yeah. He has to.
Free kick.
2 big losses. One for the Gingies with Bloomfield off. Now Manson coming off, and they can't replace him.
And it's cost them a goal.
Yeah.
And they desperately need those too. So that scoreboard will remain at Ginger Porter 4-2-26. MacDonnell Districts 1 straight goal 6. I couldn't understand why the free was paid and the goal stood, so they've sorted that out. They got that right.
Yeah, they and then you're right.
And the tunnel was there, pretty nasty.
Yeah, they got to be careful.
Tim Pepperell, he might have frustrated Manson into that. He was wearing him like a glove. Gingy's with the long kick in, come grandstand side. One Papunya player there trying to beat a couple. That's Shane Inkamala, and he's done pretty well. And now he gets some assistance just as the bell goes. He was about to kick in a goal, but there's the end of the first quarter. And the first quarter, where Ginger Porter got off to a great start, 4-2-26. MacDonnell Districts 1 straight goal 6. They look ready, Ginger Porter, Sean.
Yeah, look, and some really good signs for Gingers as well is you'll see in the vision there's a lot of plays where they'll be 2-on-1, so they're getting players to the footy and they're creating 2-on-1, 2-on-1 plays throughout the ground, and that's why you see a lot of the time they're getting the footy and getting away.
Exciting first quarter footy. Ginger Porter leading at 4-2-26. MacDonnell Districts 1 straight goal 6, a 20-point margin at quarter time in the Country League Grand Final. Stay on ICTV. 3 more exciting quarters still to come.
Hey, is that Milpa, the Trachoma goanna?
Yeah, it is.
Milpa is back, checking that we are still cleaning our faces so we have strong eyes.
If we have sharp vision, then we can pass the ball properly and kick great goals in footy.
That's why cleaning your faces whenever it's dirty is important.
We can also help little kids blow their noses and wash their faces to stop trachoma germs spreading.
That's right, we have to look out for each other, just like we do on the football field.
So remember kids, clean faces, strong eyes.
Bachelor Institute offers training and education in community or on campus in Alice Springs and Bachelor. Courses include media, construction, health and many others. To find out more about what we can offer you, free call 1800 677 095.
Many remote communities are running low on water. Water is precious in our community.
Hey, what are you doing? Just filled up the dog bowl. What are you doing?
I'm going shopping.
Oh, cool. I'll come with you.
Hey, you left the water running. The water's going everywhere, doing nothing. That's a waste. It's all drying up. You need to remember to turn off the outside taps. What can I do to help protect the water? Yep, never walk away from a flowing tap. Always turn it off.
On Territory roads, anything can happen, so you need to drive real careful. Lots of people use the roads, and lots of animals too. Roos, camels, buffaloes and eagles can appear at any time, but especially when the sun's coming up and the sun's going down. So slow down, you mob. Drive to the conditions and you'll arrive in good condition.
You're watching ICTV, showing our way.
Bachelor Institute offers training and education in community or on campus in Alice Springs and Bachelor. Courses include media, construction, health and many others. To find out more about what we can offer you, free call 1800 677 095.
Many remote communities are running low on water.
Water is precious in our community. What can I do to protect the water? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm hunting.
What for?
For big water leak. It's just like hunting for a bush tucker. Saving this water is more precious than bush tucker. See the track and listen, you can hear the sound. Go and hunt for leak and save the precious water in your community. We finally get to do the leak. Either we can turn it off or go and find the right person if it's bad.
Alap kalian timpu bush tucker. May bakanan pulings too.
And you can do it too and save the precious water for your community.
The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
This is ICTV, and on it you're watching grand final footy action from Central Australia. It's quarter time in the Country League Grand Final. And Ginger Porter leading MacDonnell Districts 4-2-26 to 1 straight goal 6. Goal kickers for Ginger Porter, 2 each for David Wongway and Quinton Ross. And the goal kicker for MacDonnell Districts was the nail gun, Baden Nowkin. My name's Stan Coombe, joining me in commentary, Sean Cusack. Sean, a good start for Ginger Porter, but as we've already seen over the course of this weekend, being out in front doesn't necessarily guarantee you a win.
In the comeback weekend, I think, this week. And it's if you want to get it, you stay out in front. You got to keep chipping away. But we've seen the side that has started late or slower has come back at the end. So let's see if the Gingies can hang on and keep their noses in front.
Yeah, MacDonnell District supporters, you'd just be hoping that your team can do what a couple of others have done this weekend. South, big turnaround, massive last quarter last night and earlier on today. Well, they were able to turn it around with a great third quarter against Mount Allen.
Yep, absolutely. Wasn't that amazing game of footy? That was. Some good sides though for the Gingies. A lot of the contests have been 2-on-1s, which has been really. It means they're on. They're wanting to run, when MacDonnell Districts get the footy in the right hands, like Baden Nowkin and MacDonnell, things seem to go their way as well.
One thing both teams will have to do without is one player each for the start of this second term. Simon Bloomfield off with a yellow card for Ginger Porter, and Waylon Manson off for Papunya. Umpire Phil Nippers just holding us up at the moment, heading over to the sidelines to shoo a couple of little tackers off the ground who are still having a bit of a kick over the fence and inside the boundary line.
The little one's still on the field too. Yeah. It's good to see.
Massive crowd here this afternoon. This is as good a crowd as I've seen at Traeger Park for local footy for many a year. Great to see that many people on the opposite side of the ground over on the Gap Road side.
I think, is it the, oh no, there's their free player there. Yeah, the Gingies needed to get one.
They're both down one player.
But Gingies need to get one on, and so does MacDonnell Districts.
Timmy Pepperell.
It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there.
Timmy Pepperell coming out of the defensive 50-metre arc. He went to go to the wing. Now he's been stopped in his tracks. Cole Ryder coming onto the ground, heading back off, now going back on. And eventually he does head to the wing and he sends Pepperell.
And they need him on, and that's right.
A little bit of extra confusion, I suppose, with one player off for each team.
Yeah.
It's been confusing enough even when the full quota's out there. Start of the second term about to get underway. Ginger Porter leading MacDonnell Districts by 20 points on the Power and Water scoreboard. Donovan Mullenadji, he does well for an undersized ruckman. Tapped it forward. Dallas Scobie there, dragged off the footy. Might get a free kick.
He has great form today.
He's got shoulder problems, we know that. He popped it out last week. He looked sore at quarter time. He's gone for the torpedo. It slides off the side of the boot. Kenny McDonald spilt the mark. Time enough to recover. Delicate little kick around the corner. Oh, there's a shoulder gone. Oh, he's trying to put it back in while he's after the footy. Wongway there. Chance here for MacDonnell Districts to get the kick up towards the wing. It came off the boot of Vincent McDonald. Now Braden Wiley picks up on the wing. But MacDonnell Districts are going to be a man down. Wiley's kick inside the attacking 50. Favourable bounce here for Papunya. Little handball over the top. Rakeem Anderson spent it before he got it. And now Jamal Lynch will clear with a kick out towards Gordon Mullenad on the back flank for Ginger Porter.
Yeah, Gordon Mullenad, great work. Just dribbles it along. He's got Scobie in there to support him. Scobie working really well. Mullenad's still in there. Wiley's underneath it. Umpire will come in and ball it up. We've got Donovan Mullenad who will take the ruck, and Gordon Mullenad will stay on the ground. Mullenad wins it out. Ball goes long to half forward. Great work there by that player in Walker. Walker kicks it down, looking for his teammate there. The ball goes over the back. We got Lynch there. Lynch leading the way. Good play by MacDonnell Districts to get in there and get involved as well. Still a one-on-one contest here. Ball still on the ground at half forward for MacDonnell Districts. Good handball over the top. Here they go. Shot on goal. Great defence by Pepperell.
You're going well in defence, the Ginger Porter side. Long kick comes out towards Jacob Johnson. Rolls away from him and over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah.
Might have been Tristan Leo actually back there in the back line that got it out. So he's gone from
you're right.
the
Yep,
forward line to defence.
Yep.
A couple of handy tools back there.
Swung a few changes.
Timmy Pepperell, he might be freed up a bit with Waylon Manson off, and I can see Pepperell heading towards centre half back. Boundary throw in. Donovan Mullendad front position. It cleared everyone. Jacob Johnson taps it forward for Ginger Porter. Then went to grab it but left it behind. Bader Nowkin swoops upon it. Picks it up. Kicks it wide inside the attacking 50. Lionel Minor leading in the race for the footy. Some good pressure came from Scott Young. Now assistance from Bradley Smith. Oh, heavy hip and shoulder gets rid of Smith. Footy being picked up and passed off nicely by Travis Nowkin. And a mark about 45 metres out from goal. Gee, that was a hefty hip and shoulder on Bradley Smith.
Yeah.
Rattled his rib cage.
Yeah, it was
still sucking it in.
A pretty tough, hard bump there.
So MacDonnell Districts
short.
Shot at goals fallen well short. And Timmy Pepperell having a great game takes the mark for Ginger Porter.
Yeah, Pepperell now. Kicks it out wide, looking for his teammate in Young. There's Scotty Young. He can chip it back. Does to Pepperell. Pepperell's got Smith. Smith will have to go. Ball goes to ground. Now Smith gathers again. Has a bounce. He's got Lynch there. He's got him. Got a good handball to him. Lynch now kicks the ball up on the wing. Good mark by that player in Pearce. Sam Pearce.
Good mark indeed. His pass is pretty good too. Onto the chest of his teammate Imran Minor with the mark, centre wing. Timmy Pepperell still down on his haunches, injured inside the defensive 50 for Ginger Porter. Baden Nowkin meanwhile with the footy on the wing for MacDonnell Districts. Kicks to half forward. Bradley Smith having a good game has taken the mark. Well, pretty casual there with the kick, and probably a bit too casual. Baden Nowkin onto it. He'll send MacDonnell Districts forward again. Oh, player loose all on his own at centre half forward. Chest mark taken by Errol Malta. He didn't get the disposal forward. He wanted a nice pick up though. Slick hands back and a shot at goal now. Now MacDonnell Districts have got the first goal of the second term.
Yeah, and Malta's actually coming from the wing.
Justin Campbell, the goal kicker.
And so what that creates is the Gingy's back line. They've got that one extra coming in, so Pepperell needs to keep an eye on that or change with a player to make sure that they pick someone up on that wing. Because that's twice now that he's got the footy in a really dangerous spot, just inside 50 directly in front.
MacDonnell Districts needed to get the first goal of the second term to get themselves back into it. Move on to 2 straight 12. Ginger Porter 4-2, 26, 14 points of difference on the Power and Water scoreboard.
Yep, we've got Mullendad and Minor. Both go up.
Oh,
big man wins it again, gives it to Scobie. It's been the story of the day. Short pass across field. Good effort there by the Gingies player in Johnson. Johnson now goes to Lynch. Lynch has got time. Kicks it to the true centre half forward spot. Good mark there by that player Pearce. Pearce has had a couple of good possessions. And now it goes out to that player Malta. Malta now kicks the ball long. Good play there by Lynch just to get a spoil on. Goes at the back of the pack. Leo's there. And so is Lynch. Lynch does really well and Leo does really well. Kick now. Back to sort of like half forward for MacDonnell Districts. They gather the footy back. Ball still just on top of 50 there. Players working really hard from both sides. Ball goes out of bounds.
Terrific contest over in front of the Tree of Knowledge out there, and young Christoph Nelson came out on top in that one.
Yes.
He's a son of. Christoph Nelson, his old man, a very good player back in the late 90s, early 2000s for Papunya. Tristan Leo doing the ruck work in defence. Jamal Lynch there, slipped a little handball out. That was under pressure. The MacDonnell Districts forwards putting a lot of pressure on, but illegal pressure according to the umpire. Free kick will go to Gingies.
And MacDonnell Districts are playing a real physical game too. So it'll be interesting to see if it tires out the Gingies players. Bloomfield's back on the ground, which is good news for the Gingies.
Jamal Lynch from centre half back. He's kicked, didn't find the target. Braden Wiley intercepts and marks on the chest for MacDonnell Districts. Looks up, sees a fairly crowded forward line. Been asked to play on. Oh, no, so now it's a 50. Jacob Johnson, the player, encroaching over the mark. It seemed as though he heard a call.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's going to be a certain goal now.
Yeah.
Not quite the full 50 there either, I reckon. It's maybe about 40 for Braden Wiley. Shouldn't be missing from there, though. He doesn't. Puts it through for a goal. The MacDonnell Districts have kicked the first 2 goals of the second term, and they're closing the gap.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. Yeah.
It just seemed Jacob Johnson was standing the mark normally. It just seemed like he heard something, and off he went.
Yeah, I mean, good goal by Wiley to get MacDonnell Districts ticking over. But the free kick probably, don't know.
And Ginger Porter have stalled on the scoreboard.
Yeah,
I reckon they had 4-2 on the board before MacDonnell District scored at all.
And there's a bit going on up in the Gingies forward line there. Players one way and there's a big fella there.
Kenny MacDonnell down there.
There's a bit going on between those two.
MacDonnell and Wongway, chest to chest, nose to nose. And this game closing up now, an 8-point lead to Ginger Porter.
Yeah, ball up in the middle of the ground. Donovan Mullard wins another ruck. Goes out to Charlie Lynch. Charlie Lynch, good play. Oh, he just went to ground though. Now MacDonnell Districts are away here. Oh, well done by Wongway. Gingies now win it at half forward. Can't pick up that player at the moment.
Bloomfield,
good play. Goes to Quinton Ross. Ross now. Goes long. Looking for Young, but the ball's been kicked poorly. Now MacDonnell Districts have got some players out here and they can work it out. Well done by the Gingies player there though, and Johnson. Now MacDonnell Districts gather.
Whistle's
Smith gets it for MacDonnell Districts. There's a bit going on there. And there's a free kick being played to the Gingies.
No, it isn't MacDonnell. I'm sure the umpire pointed to a Ginger Porter player. Now he's pointed the other direction.
Yeah.
So I'll have to get back behind the mark anyway. He's a fair way around from the mark, Farron Hayes.
Yeah.
Goes towards centre half back. He's looking for Marcus McDonald. Got good hands on it. Couldn't quite complete the mark. Sam Pearce taps it to his own advantage and then gathers and spears the pass. Christoph Nelson dropped it. Recovery away. Good. He's had one bounce from centre half forward. He drills it hard and low, and Peter Polson takes the mark on the chest. Perfect, Peter. Can go back and shoot for goal. Great play, Christoph Nelson.
Good transition play there. MacDonnell Districts, fantastic.
A chance to get them back within 2 points. Peter Polson noted as a goal kicker.
They haven't kicked a point yet either.
That looks pretty good off the boot. No commentator's curse there. Peter Polson puts it through the perpendiculars. And MacDonnell Districts, 4 straight goals, 24. Trail Ginger Porter 4-2, 26.
Yeah, they were on there. The passing was fantastic. And great leads from their forwards.
Well, once again, a finals game where the momentum has swung.
Yeah, it's been like
swung a long way.
Gingies need to reply.
They can't complain about the service they've been getting out of Donovan Mullendad in the ruck, but they're actually going to give him a rest now. Tristan Leo goes in. Yeah. Mullendad stays in the square, but I would have stuck with him.
I would have stuck with him as well. He's been great in the ruck.
Mind you.
So is Scobie. Scobie now kicks it towards his forwards. Good play.
This bloke's been great.
By Pearce. Pearce now kicks it. It's a one-on-one. Charlie Lynch at the back tries to take a one-hander. Good play by the MacDonnell Districts player. There's a mark up there at the moment, but Vincent McDonald did really well in that earlier effort. Now Quinton Ross has got it. He's got a paddock. Takes a bounce. Kicks it into his forwards. Scobie's in there as well. Good play by the MacDonnell Districts players. They've got an opportunity to move it out wide again to MacDonald. MacDonald's under pressure. Good pressure by Leo. Leo's got 2 to beat though. McDonnell's on his knees. Leo!
Oh, too high.
Oh,
Jeez,
too
great
high.
effort though, Tristan Leo.
2 onto 1. Fantastic effort by Leo. Just gave a free kick away. McDonnell now will take the footy.
One of Manson's back on the ground. McDonald's kick out wide, taken by Norm Raggett, just inside the boundary line on the wing.
Whoa.
Kicks back, he wanted Manson. Oh, just dribbled off the boot. Oh, a bit of a 360 there, Wesley Oliver. Dodged his own shadow. He ended up getting the handball to Dallas Scobie. Scobie's pass into the middle, good to David Wongway. He's off, one bounce from centre half forward. Oh, outrageous dummy. Now 45 metres out for goal. Wongway goes towards the big sticks and misses to the right. That's Ginger Porter's first score in the second term.
And that's all Wongway needs to do. He just needs to play footy because he's so dangerous for him. McDonnell Districts kick out. Good kick to their player, number 21, Roger. Kieran Roger goes towards his teammate there in McDonald. Wiley now gathers the footy on the wing, drives it long. Players in there flying for it. Ball on the ground. Well done by the McDonnell forwards just to hold it up. And I think that was Paulson.
Yep.
Paulson. Ball up. Pepperell and Paulson go for it.
Oh, nice.
Good play there by the Gingies. Get it out of their defence. Now Bloomfield. Bloomfield's got to get rid of it. He's under pressure. Good pressure by Inkamala. Inkamala gets it to his teammate in number 19, Nalgan. Travis Nalgan.
What a
Great
goal.
kick. Beautiful kick there by Travis Nalgan.
They've hit the front, McDonnell Districts.
And Donovan Mulladad's coming off too, Stan.
This is bad news for Ginger Porter.
He has been dominating the ruck.
He doesn't look in condition to continue on in this game either, the way he's heading towards the sideline.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, McDonnell Districts have taken the lead. 5 straight goals, 30. Ginger Porter 4-3-27 on the Power and Water scoreboard. So that 20-point quarter-time deficit well and truly erased. Another game that has changed drastically in momentum as we wait for Donovan Mulladad to get to the side. It's Gordon Mulladad that's going to come on and replace him. That's not like for like.
Yeah, and the other thing is there that the umpire balled it up, and there was only 3 Gingy players in the middle versus 4.
Where Donovan Mulladad would have been.
Yeah, I don't. They've held it up other times. I don't know why they didn't hold it up then.
Here you go, McDonnell Districts again. Marcus McDonald with a kick inside 50. Tim Pepperell's come out to meet it. Lionel Minor was there. He overran the footy. Well, back in again goes Pepperell. Well done, Scott Young. Nice pick up. And the pass to the wing is good too. Jacob Johnson takes the mark. Just need to steady a little bit here, Ginger Porter. Short pass is good. Wesley Oliver marks on the chest.
Yeah, Oliver now. Oh, kick. Put his player under pressure there. It's number 23 in Ryder. Ryder gets it up long. Oh, good play by Pope. Pope now goes to Manson. Manson now kicks in the middle of the ground. He's got Nalgan. This is Baden Nalgan. Drives it long to Paulson. Ball goes at the back. Gingy's players are there. Pepperell, fantastic. Gives a handball to Lynch. Lynch now kicks it to Gordon Mulladad. Gordon Mulladad, front of the grandstand here at Traeger Park.
Tip Pepperell's been fantastic in defence for Ginger Porter. Might be a little bit further behind if not for his efforts back there. Tristan Leo, mark on the chest after the kick from Gordon Mulladad. Leo, no one standing the mark, so he can play on. Strolls forward, has one bounce, gets to within 60 a goal. Long kick right to the goal square. The back truck has marked it just inside the line, I think.
Wow.
Looked like it was going to sail through for a point, but the Mack truck made late ground, Jason McMillan.
Yeah, what a mark. What an absolute ripper mark.
He's going to be on the tightest of angles, right on the boundary line. Either run around and open up, snap with the left. He's gone the banana with the right, and it's right across the face of goals. And another mark. And it's been called over the line. Charlie Lynch tried to claim it. Out of bounds on the full.
Yeah. Good play there. Now Smith's got it, the big man. Look at him run.
Oh.
He's got some toe.
It's like a big giraffe.
Drives the ball long. He's looking for his teammate there. He flies, and that's Malta. Gives away a free kick.
He's given the free kick to Malta.
Oh. Malta.
You feel a bit hard done by there, Max Warren. Used as a step ladder. and the free's gone against you.
Yep. Now MacDonnell Districts are away. That's Anderson now. Gets around his opponent. His teammate goes in there and Hayes. Hayes now, short pass. They're away here. MacDonnell Districts. One man back there, Bradley Smith. Oh!
Well, that would be a free kick.
Gee.
You'd think that Bradley Smith is getting pretty willing out there.
Yeah, Christoph Nelson. Pretty hard at the footy. But Bradley Smith, fantastic efforts, Dan, for the
Switch
footy.
a play across the face of goal to Scott Young, and he can casually stroll off 3 bounces, 4 bounces. A 5th bounce, gets well outside the defensive 50, then chips a short pass over the top to Dallas Scobie. He strolls off as well. 1 bounce from Scobie, and now the kick to the half-forward flag. Tristan Leo was a target, outmanoeuvred, now positioned. Imran Minor with the mark for MacDonnell Districts. It's kicked back towards the wing. Got numbers advantage here, have Districts. Leslie Walker with the footy. Gets it to Franklin Anderson. He's got it in between wing and half-forward. Player loose in the middle of the ground. The kick into the corridor was good to Errol Malta, who's had a fair bit of footy. Nice kick inside 50.
Yeah, good
Mark
use
taken
of the
by
footy.
Rakeem Anderson.
Yeah, good use of the footy. Went from one side to the other. Fantastic. Good kick there by Malta.
Well, after a slow start, MacDonnell Districts all over Ginger Porter this term. Looking for their 5th goal of the quarter. Rakeem Anderson misses. It's their first minor score. Oh, a little bit of a fumble from the kick in. What happens there? Play on. Smith out to Quinton Ross. Long way from the forward line. Gets the kick up to Charlie Lynch, who's marked on the gap road side wing. Plenty of space for Charlie. Off he goes. Nice handball out in front of Gordon Mullendad. Mullendad 60 out from goal. Lifted the eyes. Short pass to Wong Wei, who marks, and he can go back and maybe steady the ship here for Ginger Porter.
Yeah, that's just smart. Gordon Mullendad, fantastic, eh? The little gun, you know, he just lowered the eyes and hit Wong Wei up. Now, Wong Wei, he's we know he's got a really good kick, and he's got to put this one through for his team. Although he's got 2 players loose there if he wants them. And he's going to use them. Goes back to Gordon. Mullendad.
Oh.
Mullendad plays on
No
to
one
Young.
wants to kick it.
Hey, just have a shot.
I don't think Youngie's any closer than Mullendad. And with his hamstring tightness.
Yeah, but experienced player, big game player too. And there it goes.
No problems. Darren Young puts Ginger Porter back in front. It's taken a while for him to get their first goal of the second term. In fact, there's only 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, they've answered, you know. MacDonnell Districts have come back really well. The Gingies are still replying and still kicking goals. So, yeah, close one. This one's going to be a close one.
Just have a look at those goal kickers for Ginger Porter. David Wong Wei, Quinton Ross, both with 2 each, and now Darren Young. It's the talls doing it for him.
Yes, yep, same as the other week. Big, tall players.
Wayla Manson's gone into the ruck for MacDonnell Districts up against Tristan Leo. Leo wins the tap forward. Baden Nalkin sharks it, gets a little handball out to the wing as the half-time siren sounds, and we've got another exciting grand final for you at Traeger Park. Only 2 points the difference. Ginger Porter 5-3-33, leading MacDonnell Districts 5-1-31. The second quarter, Sean, did belong to MacDonnell Districts.
Yeah, we're spoiled here today and yesterday at the footy. Some really close games, and this is no exception. Gingies, look, the great thing about the Gingies, they actually replied. They were, the MacDonnell District side, they were in everything, and they come back really strong, and then the Gingies had to reply. What a game of footy. The big players are in the game as well, you know, Waylon Manson, Darren Young, you know, Dallas Scobie. You know, there's so many good players out there for both teams, and, you know, the nail gun. How good is he? So, what a great half of footy.
All set up for a great second half. You'll see it on ICTV. 2 points the difference at the main break. Ginger Porter leading MacDonnell Districts.
Bachelor Institute offers training and education in community or on campus in Alice Springs and Bachelor. Courses include media, construction, health and many others. To find out more about what we can offer you, free call 1800 677 095.
Your eyes are really, really important. They help you see your friends, football, and your family. Trachoma is a disease that can really hurt your eyes, and you can even go blind. Lucky, it's easy to stop by keeping your face clean, blowing your nose, and washing your hands. You keep your eyes healthy and strong. And remember,
If your face is dirty, wash it.
clean faces, strong eyes.
Many remote communities are running low on water. Water is precious in our community.
Hey, what are you doing? Just filled up the dog bowl. What are you doing?
I'm going shopping.
Oh, cool. I'll come with you.
Hey, you left the water running. The water's going everywhere, doing nothing. That's a waste. It's all drying up. You need to remember to turn off the outside taps. What can I do to help protect the water? Yep, never walk away from a flowing tap. Always turn it off.
On territory roads, anything can happen, so you need to drive real careful. Water crossings can be tricky. Remember, your mob, you're driving a motor car, not a boat. If the water's too high, you can get into deep trouble. So chill out and wait till the water level drops. Drive to the conditions and arrive in good condition.
Bachelor Institute offers training and education in community or on campus in Alice Springs and Bachelor. Courses include media, construction, health and many others. To find out more about what we can offer you, free call 1800 677 095.
Many remote communities are running low on water.
Water is precious in our community. What can I do to help protect the water? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm hunting
What for?
for big water leak. It's just like hunting for a bush tucker. Saving this water is more precious than bush tucker. See the track and listen. You can hear the sound. Go and hunt for leak and save the precious water in your community. We finally get to do the leak. Either we can turn it off or go and find the right person if it's bad.
Alap kalian timpu bush taka. May bakanan pulings too.
And you can do it too and save the precious water for your community.
Hi Nev. Hey Toby, this is Milpa. Milpa's helping all the kids have strong eyes so they can play footy like us.
Oh yeah, is that because there's still some trachoma, making kids' eyes sick?
That's right, and stopping trachoma is easy.
Is it? How?
All you have to do is blow your nose, wash your face whenever it's dirty.
True.
It's like washing your hands after going to the toilet. We do it all the time, even if we can't see the germs.
So Nev, by cleaning your face, you stop germs from snotty noses and mucky eyes spreading?
Yep.
So remember, clean faces, strong eyes.
The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
You're watching ICTV and we're halfway through our second grand final of the afternoon, the Country League grand final between MacDonnell Districts and Ginger Porter, and things tightened up in that second term. Ginger Porter leading by 2 points at the main break after they led by 20 at quarter time. Premiership glory earlier today for the Yuendamu under 18, 79-point winners over Plenty Highway. And Woollowra, the Double Blues, won the Community Cup grand final, an absolute thriller against Mount Allen, only 1 point the difference. My name is Stan Coombe, and joining me in commentary is Sean Cusack. Sean, we've just seen a half of footy, and we might as well just start all over again because there's hardly anything between them on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's it. Good game of footy. It's nice and close. Gingers are in the shade here. They got the great man Daniel Palmer there, barking the orders at them. They're playing good footy at the moment, and it's very important that their running players, their small players, stay in the game. I still think MacDonnell Districts has still got a little bit, they still haven't produced their best footy yet, so it'll be really interesting to see what happens in the second half.
The first quarter belonged to Ginger Porter. In fact, my recollection, I reckon they kicked the first 4 goals, 2 of the game. before
Yes,
MacDonnell Districts got on the scoreboard.
Yep.
So 4-2 to one straight goal in that first term, but in the second term, it was a complete opposite. MacDonnell Districts kicked 4 goals, 1, and restricted Ginger Porter to 1 goal, 1. Interestingly too, the team that was being beaten did kick the last goal of each of those terms.
Yeah, that's right. And it just shows you that they're sticking with it, and they're not out of the contest, even though MacDonnell Districts get a bit of a run on. The Ginger players are sticking to their plan, and they seem to be answering those fight back plays from MacDonnell District's side.
It's pretty important in that sort of situation when you have been in front of a team and they head you, that you get back, you get yourselves back in front. Don't let them kick the next and then get even further away.
That's right. Yeah, those back-to-back goals are really important. But if you get on a roll, we've seen what happened yesterday with the South and Pioneer game, where South got on a roll and they just couldn't be stopped. And that's really important for Gingers, just to make sure that they answer, because MacDonnell Districts get a bit of a roll on, it could be dangerous.
I tell you what, anyone who thinks that football in the bush in Central Australia isn't thriving and hasn't got a great future, need to look down in front of us, in front of the canteen on the half-forward flag there. There is kids everywhere having a kick. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with some more action on ICTV soon. Stay tuned. It's going to be a great second half.
Batchelor Institute offers training and education in community or on campus in Alice Springs and Batchelor. Courses include media, construction, health and many others. To find out more about what we can offer you, free call 1800 677 095.
Your eyes are really, really important. They help you see your friends, football, and your family. Trachoma is a disease that can really hurt your eyes, and you can even go blind. Lucky, it's easy to stop by keeping your face clean, blowing your nose, and washing your hands. You keep your eyes healthy and strong. And remember,
if your face is dirty, wash it.
Clean faces, strong eyes.
Many remote communities are running low on water. Water is precious in our community.
Hey, what are you doing? Just filled up the dog bowl. What are you doing?
I'm going shopping.
Oh, cool. I'll come with you.
Hey, you left the water running. The water's going everywhere, doing nothing. That's a waste. It's all drying up. You need to remember to turn off the outside taps. What can I do to help protect the water? Yep, never walk away from a flowing tap. Always turn it off.
On territory roads, anything can happen, so you need to drive real careful. Water crossings can be tricky. Remember, your mob, you're driving a motor car, not a boat. If the water's too high, you can get into deep trouble. So chill out and wait till the water level drops. Drive to the conditions and arrive in good condition.
Batchelor Institute offers training and education in community or on campus in Alice Springs and Batchelor. Courses include media, construction, health and many others. To find out more about what we can offer you, free call 1800 677 095.
Many remote communities are running low on water.
Water is precious in our community. What can I do to protect the water? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm hunting.
What for?
For big water leak. It's just like hunting for a bush tucker. Saving this water is more precious than bush tucker. See the track and listen. You can hear the sound. Go and hunt for leak and save the precious water in your community. We finally get to do the leak. Either we can turn it off or go and find the right person if it's bad.
I love going hunting for bush tucker. Maybe I can hunt for lynx too.
And you can do it too and save the precious water for your community.
Hey Nev. Hey Toby, this is Milpa. Milpa's helping all the kids have strong eyes so they can play footy like us.
Oh yeah, is that because there's still some trachoma, making kids eyes sick?
That's right, and stopping trachoma is easy.
Is it? How?
All you have to do is blow your nose, wash your face whenever it's dirty.
True.
It's like washing your hands after going to the toilet. We do it all the time, even if we can't see the germs.
So, Nev, by cleaning your face, you stop germs from snotty noses and mucky eyes spreading?
Yep.
So remember, clean faces, strong eyes.
The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
This is ICTV, and we're almost ready for a start to the second half of the 2019 AFL Central Australia Country League Grand Final. Nothing between the two teams at the main break. 2 points the lead to Ginger Porter over MacDonnell Districts. My name's Dan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Sean Cusack. They head back out for a second half. I just got my eye on Darren Young as he walks back out on the ground for Ginger Porter. We know he's carrying a bit of a hammy. He's doing it well, but you get the feeling that maybe MacDonnell Districts will have more in the legs at the end of this. It's going to take a mighty effort from Ginger Porter.
Well, it just depends on the next 2 quarters to see who has got the extra run, to see who does use the footy better. It just depends on how things go. It's an interesting one. I think it's about settling down now this bit, and they call this quarter the premiership quarter, and if a team breaks here, then they're away.
Certainly proved to be so earlier today. Laura right on top in the third term, and then hung on for dear life to win the Community Cup competition grand final by a solitary point over Mano. A bit of a confusion on the sidelines here. Kyle Wright has run onto the ground, run back off for Gingies. Now Marcus McDonald has come on late.
And they need to push, MacDonnell Districts need to push Moulton down to there.
The 666 has got everyone confused, even the kids at half time, mate, because they didn't have the 666, they had about the 24, the 32, 25 in their little match on the half forward flag.
Yeah, they got it now.
A lot of waiting around. I don't mind when it's at the start of the quarter, we don't lose any play, but when we're waiting in between goals and the clock's still kicking.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're still not over the fence. Magnificent crowd in at Traeger Park this afternoon, where 6 remote communities have been represented today. We're still having trouble getting them all over the fence. They want to be as close to the action as they can possibly get. Unfortunately, if you're over the fence, you might get caught up right in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's it.
He's still, Cole Ryder still seems a bit confused out here on the grandstand side wing. He's coming back off again.
And who's he?
Jacob Johnson going on.
Yeah.
We'll apologise to Jacob too. We called him Jacob Jackson last week, but
we did.
That's due to the team sheet we had.
Yep.
I probably should have known better. I'd met the young fella before. He's got interesting sock combination going on there. There's a few Sanitaries players have got that around the ground. I'm just noticing one green sock, one gold sock.
Yeah. Yep. And there are some MacDonnell Districts players with it as well.
It's an interesting one. All right, ready for a start.
Seems to be the fashion, yeah.
Ready for a start to the third term. They call it the premiership quarter. Franklin Anderson's been moved into the centre square. Waylon Manson doing the ruck work. Nice tap forward by him. Simon Bloomfield gathers the footy. He'll get the centre clearance for Ginger Porter. Good poise. Steadied himself. Had a couple of bounces. Ran out to the wing. Kicks long inside 50. And Wesley Oliver falling back with the flight of the footy. Takes a mark on the chest. Gets to his feet quickly and plays on. Goes in towards goal and puts it through. Clever play, Wesley Oliver. Was probably going to be too far out with the set shot.
Yeah, look, good poise and delivery from Bloomfield. Look, and then the little man just takes off. Great start there for the Gingies. They've always had that ability to kick goals. Big Waylon Manson's in the ruck too for MacDonnell Districts, which is a good move to get him into the game.
Jimmy Pepperell wore him like a glove when he was at full forward earlier on.
Yep. 2 ruckmen at it. I think that's Leo in there, is it?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Leo and Manson. Manson wins it quite easily. Up Bloomfield again. That's the second takeaway in as many minutes. He'll kick the ball long, looking for his forward up there in Ross. Good play there by the MacDonnell District's defence. There's a free kick being played, and it'll go towards
Kenny MacDonnell.
Kenny MacDonnell at half back.
Threw his head back in the air, and his acting skills have come up trumps.
And here comes MacDonnell now at half back. Takes the ball, chips it over.
Three MacDonnells in a row.
In MacDonnell again. Manson now takes the ball in the middle of the ground here at Traeger Park. Goes long, booming kick. Looking for his forwards up there. Good contest there by Pepperell. Spoils, ball's on the ground. Oh, almost by MacDonnell Districts. That player in Travis Nalgan, I think it was, had a flying shot, but offline.
Point on the board. First score of the term for MacDonnell Districts. 7 points the difference there, 5-2-32. Ginger Porter, 6-3-39. Power and Water scoreboard. 2.5 minutes gone third term. Timmy Pepperell will bring the ball back into play for Ginger Porter.
He's got Leo.
Pass is pretty good. Leo takes the mark comfortably on the chest. Now Scott Young running for him on the half-back flank. One longer, one shorter. Bloomfield the short option. In fact, might be Jackson Copper. Anyway, kick goes out towards the wing. Ball knocked forward. Dallas Scobie, maybe a chance to run onto it. Managed to hold it up there. Soccer off the ground by Baden now. Gets the footy heading back in the direction MacDonnell Districts wants. It was Maxwell Maneri before, and he's involved in that piece of play too. Scobie got a handball away. The whistle's gone. Free kick to Ginger Porter.
Bloomfield.
Bloomfield's got it. Normally a great kick. No exception here. He finds McMillan.
McMillan now. He's got a booming kick on him. Goes long. He's looking for Wongway. Wongway takes front spot. Good play by Smith though from MacDonnell Districts.
Well,
now the ball gets spilt out. Well done. Good play from their defensive side, and it goes to MacDonnell.
Starting to have some influence now, Marcus MacDonnell. The longer the game's gone, the better he's got. Little kick back in board, marked by Braden Wiley on the wing. Wiley long, the kick to the half-forward flank. One-on-one in the marking contest. Oh, beautifully done, Scott Young.
Wow.
Dashes away. The kick back to Dallas Scobie on the wing. Scobie delivers inside the attacking 50. Wongway in front. Takes the mark in the hands. He can go back and line up for goal from about 40 metres out.
Scobie's kick he actually kicked it to that spot where Wongway had to go to. Great kick. He forced Wongway to go forward then.
It's kick two.
And Young is coming off, Stan.
And struggling to get off too. I think his presence out there certainly had an impact early on.
It did.
Opened things up for the likes of Wongway and Quinton Ross. I don't know if we'll see Darren Young back out there again. He's shaking his head. Wongway to shoot for goal from 45 metres out. It's offline. Through for one behind. Ginger Porter move on to 6-4-40. MacDonnell Districts 5-2-32. An 8-point lead on the Power and Water scoreboard.
This could work for Gingies too. Smaller forward line. And Big Smith's back there. So he's going to have a smaller player on him now. Which would be really interesting. Smith kicks it to looking for Wiley. Wiley takes a chest mark there at half back. MacDonnell's he's picked up a few kicks now from half back. Goes towards the middle of the ground. Good work there by Minor. Minor gives it over to his teammate. Can't pick him up, but I think it's Pearce. Now the ball's deep in the forward line for MacDonnell Districts. They pick it up. Beautiful goal there. Great effort of the MacDonnell Districts player in Anderson. Great pick up and goal. Good team effort there.
So the margin back to less than one straight kick, only 2 points in it. One goal apiece in this third term. It's going to be a bit of an arm wrestle. Ginger Porter 6-4-40, MacDonnell District 6-2-38. 5.5 minutes gone, third term.
Isn't it amazing? It just was down this end. They take it down, MacDonnell Districts, and kick a goal. Longway was only having a shot 30 seconds ago.
Coast to coast, they call it when they do it at basketball, over a much shorter distance.
Yep. Changes happening for the MacDonnell District side.
Takes me back to some great memories in the past in bush footy. I saw Herman Sampson do a coast-to-coast on his own here one day. A great player he was. Ginger Porter get the ball moving forward in their direction after the bounce. Bloomfield paddling it. Then he gathers. Clever little kick inside 50. Great play by Bloomfield. Dallas Williams in after the footy now. But MacDonnell Districts, well, they took it over the line. Boundary umpire right on the spot there. We'll get a boundary throw in. Just about to dash away, Leslie Walker.
Yeah, look, he played for the whistle, and that's what you tell your players.
Who's going to do the ruck work here for Ginger Porter? Coming in late, putting his hand up, Tristan Leo up against Waylon Manson. He's having some influence with his ruck work now, Manson.
Yeah, both players go up. Goes Manson's way again. Gingy's on the ground, though. Kick off the ground there by the MacDonnell Districts player. Good play there by the Gingy's player in Minor. Goes to half forward now for the Gingies. Gather, Leo gets it. Bombs it to Wongway. Wongway will take a kick from about 45 metres out. Pretty much in front.
Well, he
missed the last one.
After not converting, he needs to nail this one.
Yep.
Ginger Porter need to get some reward for this attacking.
Yeah, the midfielders, and they're doing a really good job, these small blokes for the Gingies. Long way now. Shot on goal. It's not going to turn for him.
It's almost a replay of the other kick, which faded to the same side of the goalpost. Terry Bell waves one flag.
Yeah, he's a bit frustrated too, Wong Wei, but just got to regather. Keep your head.
Big Tanula Smith to bring the ball back into play for MacDonnell Districts. Big man, big kick too, out to the halfback flank. Well read and good stretch and take by Gordon Mullendad. Little general manager's done well.
How good has he been today? Fantastic game.
You know you're going to get someone who gives his all.
He's looking for Wong Wei again.
He's going to sit right on top of his head. They come from everywhere. Wong Wei was in the front position. He ends up getting the crumbs. A left-footed snap towards Scobie. Scobie takes it, plays on, and snaps a goal. Scobie's kicked it.
Wong Wei off one boot too. Good effort there. Good team play.
And again, they get that margin out beyond one straight kick.
Yeah, a lot's got to be said about Gordon Mullendad. What a terrific little player he is. Scobie pops up there too. The little men are doing it for the Gingies at the moment. MacDonnell Districts have got Waylon Manson in the ruck, who's winning most of them.
Looks like they might make a change this time around. Yep. Tyron Hayes heading in there. He's the one who started in the ruck. They've had about 3 or 4 blokes have a go. Yep. Of course, no more Donovan Mullendad either for Ginger Porter.
They're down 2 players now.
So Tristan Leo's pretty had to shoulder it solo since then.
Yep. It's good. You know, they've got Baden Algan in there now and MacDonald.
Manson back to full forward. Scobie in the square for Ginger Porter, and Leo wins the tap and does a little bit of roving as well, or a little bit of a push out there for Mullendad. The umpire lets it play on. Baden Nalkin kicks towards centre half forward, and a mark taken by Lionel Minor.
That's a good mark.
He's found himself in the right spot at the right time. Strong hands, shot at goal coming up from 40 metres out directly in front.
Yes.
A little bit of push and shove in the middle between Mullendad and MacDonnell. It's Gordon Mullendad and Marcus MacDonald. Meanwhile, Lionel Minor to shoot for goal.
He's got a good approach there.
45 metres out directly in front,
Oh,
straight over the goal umpire's head. It's goal for goal in the third term at Traeger Park. Another grand final thriller, 3 points of difference in favour of Ginger Porter.
Absolutely, good game of footy. They worked it out really well from the midfield there. Nalgan got his hand on it and then kicked it to the goal kicker and Minor.
Minor with a major.
Yep. They look more attacking, like, you know, with Waylon Manson at full forwards. We've got some good half forwards there as well. We've got some dangerous players there in MacDonnell Districts. Ball up in the middle of the ground. Both players go up. Good work there by Leo. He does his own rover work as well. Kicks it. gets it to his player in Smith. Yeah, Smith chips it over to Scobie. Scobie now goes to Wongway. Great mark there by Wongway. Good pressure by Smith. Wongway now will kick from about 50 metres out.
This one will be a test with the distance, and look, he's missed a couple from a little bit closer.
See, the best thing about when you do kick from a long way out,
big run up.
He's just got to, kick through it, and it makes him kick through it. So, we'll see how this goes. A long way.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. There's the difference from him
him
kicking from 40 metres out to 50 metres out.
The most difficult of the 3 set shots he's had for goal in this term, and he puts it through for his third, David Wongway. And again, Ginger Porter out to a 9-point lead.
And these centre breaks are starting to become really, really important. Nalgan took it away from MacDonnell Districts, the one before the last, and Leo doing his ruck, and then Ruck Rover got it down to his forwards. So, yeah, goal for goal.
And straight from centre clearances. 8-5-53 Ginger Porter, Mac Districts. 7-2-44 Power and Water scoreboard. Umpire Andy Hood in the middle of the ground. Tristan Leo up against Tyron Hayes. And this time Tyron Hayes wins it. Baden Nowkin runs onto it, tackled as soon as he got hands on the ball. Spills free to a teammate. Awesome slick hands there. Farron Hayes went to ground just as he thought about kicking it. The Gingy defence under a fair bit of pressure here. Ball only 30 metres out from MacDonnell District's goal. Bradley Smith there being dispossessed by Lionel Minor. Minor gathers, kicks it deep in towards the top of the goal square. Manson comes out, couldn't take the mark. Managed to slip a handball over to Franklin Anderson, and Anderson has put it through. 3 points of difference again, goal for goal.
Yeah. Manson spilt it, but regathered. Gave it to Anderson, who's just sitting in the right spot, and snaps it. Goal for goal. How's the effort so by Minor there? Battling it out with Lynch and a couple of the speedsters for the Gingy side.
3-point lead to Ginger Porter. 6.5 minutes to go in the third term. This term, they've managed to kick 3 goals 2, and MacDonnell Districts 3 goals 1.
And Hayes was instrumental. He got the tap and moved it forward. Let's see what happens here. Leo and Hayes. Both players go up. Hayes again wins it. Gets it down to his teammates. Oh, good interception there by the Gingy's player. Gets a foot on it. Still play on. Now MacDonnell District players are away. And here comes
nice kick.
Nalgan.
Travis
Nalgan. This will put MacDonnell Districts in front.
Have a look at the crowd around on that far side. Yeah. Everyone's on their feet and over the fence.
Yep. Nalgan goes back. It's offline. Good ball movement there by MacDonnell Districts.
Gingies want to move it quickly from the kick in. Dallascoby led out to the flank, but Braden Wiley got across to take the mark. He'll send it back inside the attacking 50 from MacDonnell Districts. He goes direct towards the goal square. Pack flew. Tim Pepperell had hands on it. Ball spills down to Jackson Copper, weaving his way through some heavy traffic. Got a handball away, legged the decision. So the free kick to Cop in the back pocket for Ginger Porter.
He took him on. Unfortunately for the MacDonnell District player, they got him around the legs.
Kick, Tanula Smith up high. Unrealistic, was it? Maybe a free kick to Wongway.
Go back. I'm not sure what is going on. Andy Hood's pulling it back.
All the way back to the kick in from out of bounds on the full. Wait on this, that looks like the go. Nice little torpy there by Dallascoby too. So Jackson Cop, you won't get an extra stat. They won't count the first one.
No. Cop. Cop goes long. Drives the ball long, looking for his teammate. Lynch flies high from the back. Good play there by Braden Wiley, though, from MacDonnell District. Scobie's in there as well. Good play there. Both sides going in hard. Smith gets his big boot in there. So does Lynch. Ball goes forward just slightly for the
Oh.
Gingies. Well
Oh,
done.
Good eye.
Bit high there. And the free kick will go to Johnson.
Oh, goodness, his footwork in.
Johnson's
It was
footwork
pretty good.
there was fantastic. Now, what's Johnson going to do? Chips it, finds the main man, Gordon Mullited.
The general manager.
Oh, short passes on again. Bradley Smith on the wing. Scobie, what a surprise. Scobie's brought his own footy today. Goes back to the general manager. Mullited down the middle of the ground. McMillan, good work there by MacDonnell. Both players there. MacDonnell Districts players both collide into each other. Smith now takes a relieving mark.
Kenny MacDonnell got the kick away to him. Big Smith directs it out to the wing on the far side of the ground to Sam Pearce. Pearce kicks up towards the attacking 50. Coming out to meet it was Scott Young. Travis Nalkin got the footy. Great tackle from behind by Young. Now get the ball tapped in his direction and pick it up. He should have too much pace for Travis Nalkin. Off he goes, 2 bounces. The kick towards the wing looking for Bloomfield. Has to jump from behind. Kept his feet and gathered just inside the boundary line. Good pressure being put on by Sam Pearce. Bloomfield still knocking it forward in Gingy's direction. Very tight on the boundary line. Big Tanula Smith's got over to help as well. And suddenly Kane Lynch comes away with a footy and a high kick inside
McMillan.
50. McMillan had big hands on it. Mark not paid. And now Vincent McDonald to dash out of defence for MacDonnell Districts. Cool under pressure. The short pass to Kenny MacDonald. His handball to Bader Nalkin. And now from half back, he'll kick into the middle.
Yeah, it goes to Minor. Minor now kicks it long. Smith's going to intercept.
Well, he's
Takes a
acrobatic.
good grab. Plays on quickly. He's got Wongwei. Wongwei gives it back to Smith. We've got some players there. Miners there. Good play by the Gingies. Maneri. Maneri goes long. He's looking for Leo. Finds Leo. McMillan's by himself. He can get him. Goes in there. Good play.
Well done, Vincent McDonald.
Vincent McDonald read it beautifully.
He was the meat in the Gingy sandwich there. McMillan in front of him and his own opponent behind him. Nice pass too to Pearce. He'll clear from the defensive 50. Kick into the middle. 2-on-1 here in favour of MacDonnell Districts. Farron Hayes tries to tap it forward. Well done. Gordon Mullendam was the one and he's come up trumps. Ran himself into a little bit of trouble. Had to put the handball away. Now it's been collected again by MacDonnell Districts. Handball out to Nalkin on the wing. Nalkin taps it forward, then gathers and he'll kick inside 50. It's off the side of the boot out towards the boundary line. Waylon Manson to get there, but the line beats them all. We'll have a boundary throw in. 40 around from the MacDonnell Districts goal.
Next goal is vital, Stan.
A real flurry of goals to start the term, but gee, it's an arm wrestle to finish it.
It is. The next goal, they've got 1 minute to do it.
Crowd on the fence down there is
What a
enormous.
game. Ball goes up. Lynch is in there. He gets grabbed.
There's a whistle.
Yeah, Lynch will get the free kick for a high tackle. Anderson just got him a bit high.
It's the last roll of the dice for the third term coming up.
Yeah, and I think...
and the way the ball's
yeah,
moved out into the crowd there might mean that we don't get any more score. Maybe MacDonnell Districts if they can intercept this kick.
here we go. Lynch, short pass. Good work there. Smith now recovers the footy. Plays on. Ball's been called out of bounds. Good ferocious effort there by the MacDonnell Districts player and Minor. He's hurt himself too.
Staying down. They're not going to have to worry about it impacting on play because the three-quarter time siren is about to sound. There it is. One more quarter to go in the 2019 Country League Grand Final, and we're set up for a thrilling finish. Only 2 points in it at the final break. Gingerport 8-5-53, Mac Districts 8-3-51. Just an arm wrestle that quarter, Sean.
Yeah, what a great game. That second half of that quarter was just nail-biting stuff, and it was a true arm wrestle, and both teams have set themselves up for a big last quarter. No team's been able to get a break since the first quarter. What a finish we're in for you know, it's going to go either way.
We've had some beauties over this weekend. Maybe one more coming your way on ICTV. 2 points the difference at three-quarter time.
What a mark. Thanks, Maisie. Milford knows it's important to have strong eyes to see the ball.
How do you keep your eyes so strong?
You get strong, healthy eyes by blowing your nose and washing your face whenever it's dirty.
True.
Yeah, it makes you look really sharp and it stops trachoma.
Wait, what's trachoma?
Trachoma makes your eyes sick. It's caused by germs and the muck in your eyes and snot in your nose.
So it's easy to stop trachoma. I just have to keep my face clean.
That's right.
So remember, clean faces, strong eyes.
Bachelor Institute offers training and education in community or on campus in Alice Springs and Bachelor. Courses include media, construction, health and many others. To find out more about what we can offer you, free call 1800 677 095.
Many remote communities are running low on water.
Water is precious in our community. What can I do to protect the water? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm hunting
What for?
for big water leak. It's just like hunting for a bush tucker. Saving this water is more precious than bush tucker. See the track and listen, you can hear the sound. Go and hunt for leak and save the precious water in your community. We finally get to do the leak. Either we can turn it off or go and find the right person if it's bad.
Alap kalian timpu bush tucker. May bakanan pulings too.
And you can do it too and save the precious water for your community.
ICTV, showing our way.
On territory roads, anything can happen. So you need to drive to the conditions. Speeding can get you into all sorts of trouble. Dirt roads aren't just dusty. When it's hard to see, they're dangerous. At water crossings, remember, you're driving a motor car, not a boat. High water can be deep trouble. All sorts of animals can be on the road, so watch out. And if the weather is bad, slow down, you mob. Drive to the conditions and arrive in good condition.
Bachelor Institute offers training and education in community or on campus in Alice Springs and Bachelor. Courses include media, construction, health and many others. To find out more about what we can offer you, free call 1800 677 095.
Many remote communities are running low on water. Water is precious in our community. Hey, what are you doing?
Just filled up the dog bowl. What are you doing?
I'm going shopping.
Oh, cool. I'll come with you.
Hey, you left the water running. The water's going everywhere, doing nothing. That's a waste. It's all drying up. You need to remember to turn off the outside taps. What can I do to help protect the water? Yep, never walk away from a flowing tap. Always turn it off.
The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
One more quarter to go on ICTV for bush footy, that is, in 2019. Three-quarter time in the Country League Grand Final and only 2 points the difference. Ginger Porter 8-5-53, Mac Districts 8-3-51. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Sean Cusack. Will be a brave man to be picking a winner of this one.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't do it, and I couldn't do it. I think just from what we're seeing all weekend, it's just going to be a fantastic last quarter, and I think the crowds are going to be right involved with the last quarter as well. Big game, big finish we're in for.
Big crowd hugging the fence, all on their feet. Papunya, MacDonnell districts just held in their huddle a little bit longer than Ginger Porter, who got out there and lined up in position.
Yep.
Look, when they met in a grand final 2 years ago, Sean, there was nothing in it at the end of that one. Ginger Porter got up by 4 points.
Wow.
They lead by 2 points at three-quarter time 2 years later.
Gee.
Nothing between these teams.
Yeah, nothing. Imagine being the coaches of both sides in this one.
Oh, look, fingernails would be chewed back to the bone.
Yeah, a few extra grey hairs on top.
I often wonder how the country competition coaches handle it, because it's close week in, week out.
Yeah.
The beauty of these competitions is that they're played between communities of similar size.
Yep.
So, it's very rare that someone can get a side that is much more dominant than the other, because you just haven't got the talent pool or the extra talent pool to choose from.
So they're even.
And just time and again, it seems to go right down to the wire.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to this last quarter.
We're still waiting for a start of this final term here, because a lot of this massive crowd still not back behind the fence. The kids love to get out there during the breaks and have a bit of a kick around. And it just takes them a little while to get back over the fence. And they do have to be behind the fence. Sitting inside the boundary line is a bit dangerous.
Yeah.
Might have happened in the old days, but not in this day and age. So 2 points of difference here at three-quarter time. We already had a 1 point thriller earlier in the day when the Double Blues from Woollowra beat Mount Allen in the Community Cup Grand Final. And then early on in the day, Yuendamu celebrated an under-18 premiership with a 79-point win over Plenty Highway.
Yep.
So it's the forward pocket area in front of the canteen that seems to be the main area where there's an issue of youngsters over the fence. And I can tell you, the people packed in behind the fence over there.
Yep.
It's a sight to behold. Final term underway in the grand final. Tristan Leo in the ruck, got the tap away to Gordon Mullendad, slipped over, got back to his feet, solved the dummy, and a little kick away taken by Jacob Johnson inside the centre square. He puts on the afterburners, one bounce, 50 out. Johnson goes long in towards goal. The kick drifts into the forward pocket. Off hands taken by Wongway. Wongway snapped towards goal. He's offline and through for one behind.
Yeah, good pressure there by the Mac players. Minor in there. Really good effort just to put that pressure on him.
3 or 4 points in the second half, David Wongway.
Yeah.
Has kicked 3 goals as well.
Kicks it out. Finds his teammate there in Kenny McDonald. McDonald now chips it to Vincent McDonald. Vincent McDonald now just waiting, calling players to go towards him. Nice kick. Gets it to his teammate in Karen Roger. We hope that's Karen Roger.
We think it is.
Yep. He's still at half back. Smith will give him an option as well. Goes long. 2 players there. Hayes drops it. Oh, the Gingies get it. They're away here. Pump the ball long. Deep inside 50. Quentin Ross almost gets it. Ball goes to McMillan. Ross is in there again. Gives a no-look handball. Goes towards Mac District's players. Well done. And that player in Inkamala.
Shane Inkamala dashing off half-back. Had a couple of bounces. Kicks towards centre forward. Coming out to meet it. Getting a pretty bad bounce. Dallas Williams. It fell nicely for Travis Nauken. Pass from him to Franklin Anderson. He goes inside 50. And the mark's been taken by Christoph Nelson.
Yeah, I just think the Gingies players lost their players there when the ball was coming through half-back. And it good control by the Mac District players in Inkamala, taking the game off from half-back.
Talented player, Christoph Nelson, only about 18, 19 years of age. 40 metres out directly in front, and I reckon it might have just clipped the post on the way through.
It's just offline.
That's the signal from goal umpire Terry Bell, and he's the best in the business. So both teams start the final term with a point apiece.
Ball gets kicked out. That player in Scobie, Cop, who's been really good this game. Cop kicks it over to Lynch.
The veteran.
Charlie Lynch there. Kicks it to Mullendad. 2 players spoil each other. Bloomfield and Mullendad. Here goes Nowgan. Nowgan now kicks towards his teammate there at half forward. Good play there by Minieri. Mineri, short pass.
Oh.
Good effort to mark there.
Jacob Johnson.
Johnson.
I don't think
fantastic.
I reckon he thinks he scooped it off the ground because he was going to play on, but the umpires paid it to him.
Yep.
So Johnson goes long, deep inside 50. Quinton Ross waiting underneath it. Ball punched away from him by Justin Campbell. Chance here for MacDonnell Districts. All still under a little bit of pressure as they come out of defence. The kick good out to Shane Inkamala. He took off from here last time and he's going to do it again.
He's off.
One bounce. Centre circle propped. Kick short and found Lionel Minor on the half-forward flank.
Minor now, short pass. Looking for MacDonnell. Good spoil there by the Gingies players. Still good work there by Mac Districts players. Well done by number 12 there in Scotty Young. Oh, great effort. Good mark by MacDonnell.
I don't know if that kick went any more than 3 or 4 inches off the ground at any stage.
Yeah,
Wormburner, snake skinner. Marcus MacDonald. Normally a great kick. Ginger Porter player down.
Yeah.
Back to Mal Lynch. I think he's all right.
Seem to be on top here, MacDonnell Districts. Just in the last couple of minutes.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, there's the kick.
A lot of support out there too from MacDonnell Districts. Big cheer went up around Traeger Park for that one.
The celebrations the players have been doing have been quite unique as well. So good effort there by MacDonnell. Slots of goal. That's what they needed.
First goal of the final term gives MacDonnell Districts the lead by 4 points on the Power and Water scoreboard. It was goal for goal in the third term. If we stick to that script, Gingies get the next one. But if MacDonnell Districts can string 2 together and get that margin out past one straight kick,
yep,
they might just feel like they've got one hand on the Premiership Cup.
Yep. Leo and Hayes.
Tyron Hayes, I think it might be Scrubby Hayes' son, so there's a Santa Teresa connection there.
You're right, because I've seen Scrubby with the coaching staff at MacDonnell Districts.
Christoph Nelson moved into the middle when he got a handball to Minor, and Minor put the handball out in front of Shane Kamala. What a last quarter he's had. Kicks to the half-forward flank. Oh, it hit his teammate on the chest. Little case of the fumbles there for Clifford Pope. The ball heads back in Gingy's direction. Inkamala missed it. Kieran Roger gets it. Inventive handball over the shoulder. Inkamala picks it up just inside the boundary line, back towards Roger. He fists it back towards the boundary line again. Now Kane Lynch in there. Beta Naugan will take it over the boundary line for a boundary throw in centre wing, grandstand side.
Yeah, good sportsmanship shown there. Scobie as well. Picking the MacDonnell Districts player up and Roger. Ball up. Leo's got the front spot. Hayes does really well. Punches it forward. Lynch now pumps the ball forward for Gingies. Naugan's there. So is MacDonnell. Naugan gets it. Grabs the footy. Kicks it across the middle of the ground. Here you go, MacDonnell Districts. That player in Pearce. Pearce has got some time. He's got Anderson there if he wants him. He goes towards him. Ball on the ground. Oh. Good play by the Gingies player. Here, MacDonnell Districts pick it up. Good tackle there. Ball at the top of the square.
Oh, Manson. It's the first time he's beaten Tim Pepperell in a marking contest all day. Good persistence by Pope too. It looked like he had made a mess of things, but managed to still scrub a kick forward.
Yeah, and I just think there's some signs here that Gingy's dangerous signs that MacDonnell Districts are starting to get on top of them here, Stan. And look, they need to dig deep and really give it another shot. Another goal would be very dangerous.
Well, they need it now. They've slipped further than that one straight kick behind the margin. 10 points on the Power and Water scoreboard. First goal of the afternoon for Waylon Manson. Probably highlights what a great job Pepperell has done down there at fullback.
Yeah, and Pepperell has been fantastic today. Their back line has been rock solid, and that's just a few cracks at the moment.
Gingy's there. Gee, they're missing Donovan Mullendad. And Darren Young, fully fit Darren Young. Hanging on for dear life now. They've got to respond. Gordon Mullendad in the middle. Ball tapped away from him by Braden Wiley. Hayes went in for it. Still there, Mullendad, and still there, Wiley. They're wrestling each other for the footy. And umpire Hood will call for a ball up.
Yeah, good effort there by both teams. Just to lock it down.
12 and a half minutes left, final term.
Leo and Hayes to do rucking again. Mullendad at the back. Wiley's in there. Locks it in again. Scobie gets a quick kick out to his teammate Manieri. Manieri goes long looking for Charlie Lynch. Good mark at the back by Raggett. Raggett now goes to Pearce. Pearce running with the footy. Kicks long, looking for his tail. Oh!
Jamal Lynch,
what an absolute ripper.
No, Scotty Young.
Scotty Young.
Acrobatic. He's got the pass away too, which was a beauty. Hit Charlie Lynch on the chest. He kicks into the centre square and finds Tristan Leo. Leo's played on into a bit of trouble. There was a nest of MacDonnell Districts players there. Wiley comes up with the footy. He'll kick it back out to the wing, but Charlie Lynch waits for it and takes it for Ginger Porter. Lynch long up towards the attacking 50. Nice pass. Jason McMillan with the mark. Probably too far out to score.
Still got the skills there, Charlie Lynch.
Jason McMillan is a mighty kick.
If it was 5 years ago, I'd back him in. He's getting a bit older now.
He's going to have to kick this from 55. He goes the drop punt. He kicks it low. It's got some distance. Top of the goal square. Ball off hands. It's a goal.
Smith, eh?
Bradley Smith, who's played in the back line, drifts forward, takes it off hands and puts it through for Ginger Porter to stay in the game.
Ross is a bit sore too after that jump, but look, Ross's last couple of goes, I mean, he hasn't got the footy. Oh, he is Young coming back out on the ground.
Well,
Quentin Ross is going down too. Young comes out and Ross is struggling in the goals there. Wow, I mean...
Bradley Smith, he's heading straight back to the back line now too. So.
Yeah, how good was that? He just read it off the back. Quentin Ross, though, he flew against 2 or 3 players there, including Smith, who's the biggest man on the ground.
4 points of difference in favour of MacDonnell Districts on the Power and Water scoreboard. And Gingy's got another one to get their noses back in front. 10.5 minutes left.
There's some, Smith's running to this wing. He's probably going to go around to the other side. He's caught in a bit of a spot here.
I think one thing we have noticed in this finals series, Sean, is there just needs to be a bit of work done on this. Look, if we could just have time on for after a goal, it would at least save this.
Yeah, because it's a great game of footy and there's just too many hold-ups with this new rule.
And then a player comes onto the ground as the ball's being thrown in the air through the interchange gates.
Bloomfield out of the centre. Spot him.
And there he is. The player's just snuck onto the ground. Number 16, Justin Hayes, almost blew it. Gets the handball away. He's missed the target with that. Wiley collects it for MacDonnell Districts. And back into the middle where Water Mullinad's got to contest.
Mullinad now, the little general, is taking him on. Kicks it towards Smith. Smith kicked the last goal. He's up. He's running. Kicks the ball. He's looking for Wong Wei.
He hasn't had his kicking boots on today either, David Wong Wei. He's kicked 3, but he's missed a few as well.
Yeah. And
Gordon Mullinad. Bradley Smith, what a last quarter.
Look, Wiley intercepted just a couple of seconds ago, and the ball bounced over. I think it was Hayes' head and went towards the Gingies player, and they took it away.
I think Justin Hayes was surprised when he just wandered onto the ground and found himself in the middle of the action straight away.
Straight away.
Well, Wong Wei, big kick this one. Can he put Ginger Porter back in front? Oh, look at him going mad behind the goals. It's a mighty kick. And the Gingies are back in front.
Still 8 minutes to go. Still a lot of footy to be played.
4 goals to David Wong Wei. Gee, Scott Yogo likes some of the work he's done today too.
Yeah, Youngie at the back. He took a... he looks like a...
not much of him.
Springbok jumped up. And,
jockey.
Powerful.
Oh, another thrilling finish at Traeger Park earlier on today. It was a 1-point thriller between Woollahra and Mount Allen. The Double Blues from Woollahra winning this one. Still undecided in the Country League Grand Final. 8 minutes to go, 2 points of difference. Gingy's leading.
Going with Inkamala in the ruck now too. Inkamala's been really good across half back, and he's probably been one of their better players for MacDonnell Districts. Leo Inkamala. Leo wins it though, taps it forward. MacDonnell gathers, ball goes to ground, ball gets tapped forward. Wiley gets a quick kick up. Now Anderson taps it over the back. Pepperell's in there. Good play by the Gingies players to clear. Now they've got time. Johnson now's got the run of the footy. He takes a player and he's got good support there. Just the kick, just a bit long. Good mark there by that player in Campbell.
Justin Campbell, he passes short. It's been intercepted. Well done, Jason McMillan. Hooks a kick around the body, back inside 50. Desperate attempt to mark, not taken. David Wongway gathers for Santa Teresa. He kicks it deep into the forward pocket. Two MacDonnell Districts players crash into each other. Everyone's down in the pocket. Vincent McDonald picks up the footy and he dashes off for MacDonnell Districts. He finds Baden Nalkin, who marks on the defensive 50. It's all happening. Nice pass to Pearce on the wing.
Pearce now. He's got Wiley there if he wants him. He goes long down the line. Two players going hard for the footy. Good pick up there. Goes towards the MacDonnell Districts player. Can't pick him up. Yes, Smith. Smith's on the ground now. Good play by both teams. Gingy's players are in there. Lynch.
Desperate.
Desperate stuff, both teams.
Umpire's going to call for a ball up.
What an unbelievable patch of footy.
6.5 minutes gone. Just every possession now counts.
That's it. MacDonnell Districts get the tap. Ball goes out the back again. Young.
What free kick is it? Smith felled after he got the handball away.
Yeah.
Having a bit of a final term, this bloke.
Yeah, had the great first quarter and just having a bit of a purple patch now. Lynch flies from behind. MacDonnell Districts player did well there just to hold him up. That player in Inkamala. Now the little general. Mullinadd gets a free kick.
Desperate diving attempt to tackle. Just got a tap on the boot. Gordon Mullinadd slowing things down, but there's still almost 6 minutes left. Jackson Kopp with the mark at half-back. He'll play on. One bounce, kicks out wide. Player loose on the grandstand side. Jake Smith takes the mark. Wants to take him on. Smith from the half-forward flank kicks inside 50. And a chest mark taken by Jason McMillan. Kenny McDonald, desperate stretch, slipped over. Yeah, McMillan standing there, hugged it to the chest. He'll shoot for goal from just inside 50.
How unlucky was McDonald? Just lost his footing. And the ball went out the back and McMillan's got it.
The two Macs, McDonald and McMillan. Ginger Porter leading by 2 points here, Jason McMillan.
Still 5 minutes to go.
Getting 8 points clear would almost do it.
Oh.
We heard the roar when they got their last goal off the boot of Wongway. The Mac truck. We poked at it. It's going to go right to the line. Big Tanula Smith. That's what happens when you're 6'14".
Oh, he's a big man. Kicks it out wide now. Finds his teammate in Vincent McDonald. McDonald chips it over to his teammate in Walker. Walker now goes to the wing. Great play there by Jamal Lynch. He's going to go for it from 50 out. Kicks long. Good play there by MacDonnell Districts, though, just to push it through.
Point on the board.
Sam Pearce.
He's had a pretty good game too, Pearce. 3 points of difference. Ginger Porter leading Tanula Smith with the kick in. Oh, dangerous. Big Youngie's made up a ton of ground. Got the spoil in. It's been toe poked away from him. Still in a bit of trouble back here, MacDonnell Districts, but now Baden Nalkin to clean up at halfback, and he finds Pearce, who marks on the wing. Pearce with the left boot. Kick to looking for Peter Polson through his hands at half forward. Nice gather at the back by Bradley Smith. Got the handball over to Jake Smith. The two Smiths combine. Now Jamal Lynch with the footy. High kick from him and waiting underneath this one. And almost a mark taken there for Gingies. Humpy's going to call it a play on. Weaving through the traffic, Kane Lynch. Short pass. Tristan Leo from 50 out, goes long in towards goal. And he's put it through. Oh, now a handy lead to Ginger Porter. It's not over yet, but it's looking pretty good for him.
Wow.
Tristan Leo made a difference since he's gone into the ruck, and now he's finished off with a big goal on the run.
Yeah, unbelievable effort there by Leo. Running, ruckman, half back, half forward, full forward. He's been everywhere today. 9
points of difference, 3 minutes left. If this game follows the script that we've seen all weekend, MacDonnell Districts are going to get a goal here.
Yeah. Yep. Inkamala's in the ruck. The umpire's doing the count. The MacDonnell District players making the changes too. 2 players coming on. Charlie Lynch, the veteran, comes off. And on goes Oliver.
And the clock keeps ticking. And I reckon they've thrown this up without blokes in position now. So A little bit of inconsistency. There's Leo again, out of the centre. Bloomfield, beautiful pickup. Oh, he's smooth. Sidesteps one, goes long towards goal from 50 out. Young versus Smith. The ball off hands into the forward pocket. Wongway whistle. I think it's MacDonnell District's free kick.
Yeah, I reckon you're right there, Stan.
The crowd down there is going absolutely ballistic at the moment.
So the Anderson. Oh,
danger.
Good gather there by Minor. Minor chips it over to that play in Malta. Malta.
No.
Malta struggles with the ball. Johnson's in there now. Malta has to regather. Gets in there. Gets the footy back. Does really well. Gets it out to Minor. Minor on the wing. He goes towards the middle of the ground. He's got his teammate there in Campbell. Campbell now, short pass. Number 12, Leslie Walker, looking for his teammate over there in Sam Pearce. Pearce doesn't let him down. Pearce now kicks it in. Great spoil. Scobie's now got the footy. He's got a player out there loose if he wants him.
That was Scott Young with the spoil again. He's done some great defensive work. Jamal Lynch. Jake Smith, acres of space on the half-forward flank. Plays on quickly. The kick inside 50. Jason McMillan's got it again. This might just about do it for Ginger Porter. There's a minute 10 left on the clock. He will milk it down, and then they've got to get a couple. I think Gingies are home.
Yeah, look.
Second flag in 3 years coming up.
By the time they kick it, it'll be around 30 seconds before they get the ball back in.
So Jason McMillan to shoot a goal. He hasn't kicked one today, but he's had some influence with his marking around half forward. Big roost from McMillan, won't quite have the distance. Wongway in front, takes the mark. That's it now, Ginger Porter are going to win the premiership. David Wongway about to cap off a big afternoon by kicking his 5th.
Unbelievable mark.
They're celebrating now, they know they've got it. 30 seconds left on the clock, make that 25. Wongway taking plenty of time. Tanula Smith, the lone man on the mark back there in the goal square for MacDonnell Districts. David Wongway puts it through for his 5th goal. They're out on the ground already. Still 8 seconds before the siren blows. But that's it. Ginger Porter are going to win it. David Wongway's 5th goal.
There's a big
there
goal
is
on
the
there.
bell. Celebrations for Ginger Porter. They win another thriller at Traeger Park by 15 points, 12-7-79 to 10-4-64. They stream on from all angles now. The Gingy Army out on the ground. Still
There's
a little
a bit
bit
going on out there. Yeah.
But the bell's gone. It's time to celebrate. Plenty of supporters out there on the ground are doing just that at the moment. The final score, Ginger Porter 12-7-79.
Yeah, this could
to
get
Mac Districts 10-4-64.
Some cool heads need to get in there and break things up. Stan?
Final margin 15 points, of course, stretched out with that kick right on the bell by David Wongway, putting through his 5th goal. Well, terrific game of football. Time to try and think about some of the better players. We're thinking on the run here a little bit as we go. I know what I'm doing from the number 1. I think I like the game of Tim Pepperell down in the back line. Then we look up the other end of the ground. For me to go to David Wongway in the end, 5 goals in a game like that has a major influence on the outcome. And really, you should try and sneak one in for the other side as well because they were so close. I'm struggling with my 3rd. I might
I'm
just
sort of deep in thought at the moment. Look at all the people out there. Unbelievable.
In the end, I might settle for Shane Inkamala for the 3rd. It's the way I've gone on mine. Terrific game of football though. We'll give you the goal kickers. Firstly for Ginger Porter, David Wongway finished with 5. 2 to Quinton Ross, 1 each for Dallas Scobie, Wesley Oliver, Bradley Smith, Darren Young and Tristan Leo. And the goal kickers for MacDonnell Districts will go to shortly. Looks like we might have an interview down on the ground.
Congratulations on the win today, Philip. This is like 3rd week we're interviewing you. Yeah. How does it feel to win grand final?
First of all, I'd like to say a very big thank you to all the guys that is watching in the Green Bush. And also, like for today, we came out and myself and the coach, we had a vision, and that's to win the flag today. And that's exactly what we did here.
Stuff we don't want to see out of the ground at the moment. We'll stick with Travis Kenny down there.
Yeah,
I think he's got
Travis.
Daniel Palmer with him now.
Yeah.
Running down on the ground, a little bit more interested in the action. Someone about to jump the fence to get out of the venue.
Yeah, something he may have upset a few players there.
Back to Travis Kenny with Daniel Palmer.
For the club, as you as a coach feel.
Yeah, it's just I'm really proud of the boys. You know, they put in a lot of hard work, and just the rewards are just fantastic. And I can't ask for anything else.
Congratulations on the win. Best luck for next season.
Yeah, Norwich will come next year more stronger and more harder. But I just like to thank Papaya for a very fantastic game, and up to Ltyentye.
Big thank you to Travis Kenny down there getting us our after-match interviews, and he's spoken to Philip Ellis and Daniel Palmer, a couple of absolute legends of not only Santa Teresa footy but bush footy in general. Daniel's exploits as a player, legendary, and Phil Ellis has been a great leader for the Ltyentye Football Club since I can remember. We're going to take a short break. You've been watching some terrific football action on ICTV. Ltyentye the winners, 12-7-79 to MacDonnell Districts, 10-4-64.
You're watching ICTV showing our way.
What a mark. Thanks, Maisie. Milford knows it's important to have strong eyes to see the ball.
How do you keep your eyes so strong?
You get strong, healthy eyes by blowing your nose and washing your face whenever it's dirty.
True.
Yeah, it makes you look really sharp and it stops trachoma.
Wait, what's trachoma?
Trachoma makes your eyes sick. It's caused by germs and the muck in your eyes and snot in your nose.
So it's easy to stop trachoma. I just have to keep my face clean.
That's right. So remember, clean faces, strong eyes.
Many remote communities are running low on water.
Water is precious in our community. What can I do to help protect the water? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm hunting
What for?
for big uranic. It's just like hunting for a bush tucker. Saving this water is more precious than bush tucker. See the track and listen. You can hear the sound. Go and hunt for leak and save the precious water in your community. We finally get you to the leak. Either we can turn it off or go and find the right person if it's bad.
I love going hunting for bush tucker. Maybe I can hunt for lynx too.
And you can do it too and save the precious water for your community.
Bachelor Institute offers training and education in community or on campus in Alice Springs and Bachelor. Courses include media, construction, health and many others. To find out more about what we can offer you, free call 1800 677 095.
On territory roads, anything can happen, so you need to drive real careful. Dirt roads can be dusty, making it hard to see. Or they can be slippery and you can lose control. When you're not driving on dirt, slow down, will you? Drive to the conditions and arrive in good condition.
Many remote communities are running low on water. Water is precious in our community.
Hey, what are you doing? Just filled up the dog bowl. What are you doing?
I'm going shopping.
Oh, cool. I'll come with you.
Hey, you left the water running. The water's going everywhere, doing nothing. That's a waste. It's all drying up. You need to remember to turn off the outside taps. What can I do to help protect the water? Yep, never walk away from a flowing tap. Always turn it off.
Batchelor Institute offers training and education in community or on campus in Alice Springs and Batchelor. Courses include media, construction, health and many others. To find out more about what we can offer you, free call 1800 677 095.
Kids need help to stop trachoma. The eye disease can cause pain, sickness and even blindness. It's spread by mucky eyes and snot on the face. Luckily, it's easy to stop. By helping kids to blow their nose, wash their hands and clean their face, you'll be helping to stop eye disease spreading and keep their eyes healthy and strong. And by teaching kids to get rid of mucky eyes and snotty noses, you'll be playing your part to stop trachoma. Remember,
trachoma is everybody's business.
Clean faces, strong eyes.
The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
You're on ICTV and we've just witnessed another close and thrilling grand final in the Country League. Ginger Porter winning at 12-7-79. MacDonnell Districts 10-4-64. Try to get through the goal kickers a little bit earlier. We'll do it now for Ginger Porter. David Wongway 5-2 to Quinton Ross. 1 each to Dallas Scobie, Wesley Oliver, Bradley Smith, Darren Young and Tristan Leo. And for MacDonnell Districts, all single goal kickers. Braden Wiley, Rakeem Anderson, Lionel Minor, Baden Malcolm, Waylon Manson, Franklin Anderson, Justin Campbell, Travis Nalkin and Peter Polson. So they really spread them around MacDonnell Districts, but they weren't good enough today. Ginger Porter 15-point winners after leading by 20 at quarter time and by 2 points at half time. And three-quarter time, we kept wondering when they were going to run out of legs, Sean, but they didn't.
Nah, look, they're little players, and we spoke about them earlier on. They were terrific. I thought Gordon Mulladad was just outstanding from start to finish, and Bloomfield chipped in, and it was just a really good effort from their running brigade of players. And look, doesn't mean MacDonnell Districts had their chances as well. They made a few changes there, and could have taken the game away from the Gingies, but they fought it out. Unbelievable effort. What a great game of footy today.
Yeah, I think the key for Ginger Porter was when MacDonnell Districts came from a long way back and hit the front. They were able to respond.
Yep.
They got another goal, got their noses back in front and put the pressure back on MacDonnell Districts, whereas if I think MacDonnell Districts had strung a couple together, was probably curtains.
Well, that's exactly right. If you can, if you're a side that's behind and you're sort of pegging sides back, it makes it harder if the other side just goes bang and kicks a goal.
Couple of fantastic grand finals. A 15-point win to Ginger Porter over MacDonnell Districts in the Country League, and in the Community Cup, a 1-point thriller. Wallowra winning that 10-9-69 to Mount Ellen at 9-14-68. And an under-18 premiership for Yunamu. Comfortable winners over Plenty Highway by 79 points. You've watched some great local football coverage on ICTV over the last half a dozen weeks. One more weekend to go, Sean, and it's the Premier League Grand Final. That'll be brought to us by the Batchelor Institute. Power and Water have been bringing us the country games. We also say thank you to Yiparinya too for their support that helps make these telecasts possible. Yeah. So Southland Rovers next weekend, that should be an absolute beauty, and it's great that you're sitting in on the commentary, mate, because I don't think anyone else would know more about those two clubs than yourself. You coached Rovers to the last two premierships. And, of course, you spent most of your playing career at South. You'd have mixed feelings heading into this one.
Yeah, look, you're right, Stan. Played for both clubs and also coached both clubs. And, look, what a absolute ripping grand final that'll be. Last year, Rovers won by 19 points. And this year... look, it'll be an interesting game.
Looks like we might have another interview down on the ground. Patrick Nandy.
Patrick Nandy's daughter. Or is it Patrick Nandy? I think it's his daughter down there.
Patrick Nandy, a Minahan medalist.
Oh, an absolute.
One of the all-time greats.
You know, you're talking about a community footballer who was just an absolute champion in the town competition. Patrick Nandy, an absolute legend down there at the South Footy Club.
Brother Richard, I know him as Echo.
Richard Nandy was another brilliant player. There was Desmond Nandy too. There was a few Nandys at the South Footy Club, especially at that transition period too.
Down to Travis.
Down to Travis.
Yeah, it's named after my dad, Patrick Nandy.
Why did they name the medal after your dad?
Because he was a good player in Alice Springs, and also a good footballer.
Do you feel very proud that they named the medal after your dad?
Yeah, super proud at the moment.
And, how do you think, do you feel proud presenting it to the Best and Grand?
Yeah, I am.
Thank you for the interview.
Yeah, thanks as well.
So, yeah, exactly what I was talking about. You know, Patrick Nandy, great community player as well for the Mongana team. And they were all a part of that transition period when Mongana became South in the CAFL competition.
And, of course, they went on to have that great rivalry with Pioneer over the last 50 years. We got a taste of that yesterday evening on ICTV, and South up against Rovers next weekend. So it's been fantastic football. Big crowd down there waiting for the presentations to get underway. And quite fitting, it's been named the Patrick Nandy Medal. So honouring one of the greats.
And he was an absolute outstanding player and still respected highly at the South Footy Club.
We see that with a few of the awards. Honours greats from the past. Look, we did mention that MacDonnell Districts would be playing today for the late Mr. Anderson, someone we sadly miss. I mentioned Mr. Haynes from Tea-Tree. Also, we also lost him during the off-season. And I think even though not directly linked with bush footy, it'd be remiss on these telecasts not to mention the loss off-season of Kevin Pryor as well, who's a great supporter of both town and bush footy in Central Australia. So every year we lose some beauties, and there's three of the best.
Yeah, absolutely. And they leave their mark on footy. People do remember them, and they were quality people, and you know, they all would have been here today watching this absolutely fantastic spectacle. And we're just waiting for the presentations now.
Plenty of people gathered around. You would have been right as a supporter if you rolled up today wearing your green and gold. It wouldn't have mattered much.
Yeah, I was just looking at how lucky Charlie Lynch is. He's got his green and gold hat on there. He played, and he's getting on, Charlie. And
it might have been the last hurrah for him.
Yeah, and Darren Young's getting old as well, and you know, I think that meant a lot to Young out there. Just some of the celebrations, I think, you know, it could be all over for him as well.
Well, that's it. Ginger Porter win it by 15 points, 12-7, 10-4. We're going to go for a short break. You've been watching a great local football action from Central Australia on ICTV.
You're watching ICTV showing our way.
What a mark. Thanks, Maisie. Milford knows it's important to have strong eyes to see the ball.
How do you keep your eyes so strong?
You get strong, healthy eyes by blowing your nose and washing your face whenever it's dirty.
True.
Yeah, it makes you look really sharp and it stops trachoma.
Wait, what's trachoma?
Trachoma makes your eyes sick. It's caused by germs and the muck in your eyes and snot in your nose.
So it's easy to stop trachoma. I just have to keep my face clean.
That's right. So remember, clean faces, strong eyes.
Many remote communities are running low on water.
Water is precious in our community. What can I do to protect the water? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm hunting
What for?
for big water leak. It's just like hunting for a bush tucker. Saving this water is more precious than bush tucker. See the track and listen, you can hear the sound. Go and hunt for leak and save the precious water in your community. We finally get to do the leak. Either we can turn it off or go and find the right person if it's bad.
I love going hunting for bush tucker. Maybe I can hunt for lynx too.
And you can do it too and save the precious water for your community.
Bachelor Institute offers training and education in community or on campus in Alice Springs and Bachelor. Courses include media, construction, health and many others. To find out more about what we can offer you, free call 1800 677 095.
On territory roads, anything can happen, so you need to drive real careful. Dirt roads can be dusty, making it hard to see. Or they can be slippery and you can lose control. When you're not driving on dirt, slow down, will ya? Drive to the conditions and arrive in good condition.
Many remote communities are running low on water. Water is precious in our community. Hey, what are you doing?
Just filled up the dog bowl. What are you doing?
I'm going shopping.
Oh, cool. I'll come with you.
Hey, you left the water running. The water's going everywhere, doing nothing. That's a waste. It's all drying up. You need to remember to turn off the outside taps. What can I do to help protect the water? Yep, never walk away from a flowing tap. Always turn it off.
Bachelor Institute offers training and education in community or on campus in Alice Springs and Bachelor. Courses include media, construction, health and many others. To find out more about what we can offer you, free call 1800 677 095.
Kids need help to stop trachoma. The eye disease can cause pain, sickness and even blindness. It's spread by mucky eyes and snot on the face. Luckily, it's easy to stop. By helping kids to blow their nose, wash their hands and clean their face, you'll be helping to stop eye disease spreading and keep their eyes healthy and strong. And by teaching kids to get rid of mucky eyes and snotty noses, you'll be playing your part to stop trachoma. Remember,
Trachoma is everybody's business.
clean faces, strong eyes.
The telecast of this game is brought to you by Power and Water. Power and Water Corporation, supporting local football and saving water.
Goes to Gordon Mulladad.
I picked it. Yeah, he played really well.
It just doesn't go up and going.
Is it on now? Ben, can you just get Donovan to check the microphone?
I turned it off. I talked and then I turned it off again. Here he comes.
Give her, it was right. Someone give her the thumbs up there.
Thanks, Pauline. Thank you. Philip Ellis, Premiership coach, will now present the Premiership medallions to Ginger Porter.
First one, Telescopy. Yeah. Next one, Tristan Liao. Next one, Maxwell Minry. Next one, Jamal Lynch. Next one, Donovan Mulladad. Next one, Gordon Mulladat. Home Alone. Next one, Justin Ronald Hayes. Adada. Next one, Kyle Ryder. Next one, Dolong Jackson Cop. Next one, Jacob Johnson. Next one, little Speedy. You can put him anywhere. My son, Hunter. Next one, he's been playing really well, backlining. Timmy Pepper. Next one, Wessel Corey Oliver. Next one, all the way from Tiwi Island, Quentin! Next one. Hey. Next one, little Speedy. He can play anywhere. Kane Lynch. Next one, Bradley Smith. And next one of the older blokes, Charlie Lynch. Next one, Nolan Williams, Dallas. Next one, Mindolang again, Bloomfield. Next one, Dolang, Jake Smith. Next one, Dolang Fala. And next one, Ford, Dewi. Hey. And next one, table. Okay. Next one, 2019 coach for Ltyentye's Premiership, up the Ltyentye to Daniel Palmer. last one. Hey, hey, hey! Now one more for Dylan Ellis, my son. He didn't play. And also all them fellas who's in the green bush, we done it.
Yes, I just want to thank Papanya Eagles for a very fantastic game, and it was really good atmosphere. And I just want to, I think they'll come back next year. But I just want to thank my boys, and I just want to thank my Lord and Savior for making it possible. And thank the umpires and all the staff. Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, fitting to, as we draw to the end of the telecast, to see the Ginger Porter team singing the song, not just the team, Sean, the whole community joined in the circle and sung their victory song after the players received their premiership medallions from a pretty happy Phil Ellis.
Yeah, that's what it means, though. It means that much to everyone involved with community footy, and you would have heard that with the team song at the end. It was everybody singing it, which is a fantastic thing for the Gingies.
Yeah, I guess we quite often forget they're not out there on the field or anything, but the people in the community that support these football clubs, awful lot of investment they've got in their football teams. Yeah. So great to see them join in the celebrations. Final score: Ginger Porter 12-7-79, MacDonnell Districts 10-4-64. Winners earlier today: Yuendamu in the under-18 grand final, and Wallaura by a solitary point over Mount Allen in the Community Cup grand final. Been a great weekend of footy. One more weekend of footy to go on ICTV. Next week it's the Premier League Grand Final, Rovers versus South. Stan Coombe on behalf of Sean Cusack, Travis Kenny and the entire ICTV crew.